Long time no see, Noelle. How have you been?
Oh, Cameron. It's been a while, but I'm doing well. How about you? Well, there's actually something I've wanted to tell you that's been on my mind. I've heard you've been feeling down lately, so I was wondering what I could do to help. What? I'm fine, really. It's a bit hard to say, but will you hear me out without getting angry? What is it? We're childhood friends, don't hold back. You got divorced the other day, didn't you? What? Oh, that story? Yes, it's been about a month now. Is there something wrong with that? I'm already okay. It's just that there's something I want to tell you, but it might hurt you. What is it? Be clear, won't you? Is there any relation between my divorce and what you want to report? Not necessarily a relation. You're my important childhood friend, aren't you? I don't want to hurt you with my announcement. Huh? Your announcement will hurt me? What do you mean? Hey, no secrets. Can you tell me what's going on? Well, please listen calmly. I got married. Married? I didn't know. It's the first time I'm hearing this. Why didn't you tell me? There were various circumstances. It was difficult to tell you because of the timing. It's not like I was hiding anything. I understand that, but timing? The day after you got divorced, I got married. That's why I couldn't tell you, but I really wanted to tell you, so I contacted you today. I'm sorry. I feel bad for making my childhood friend and best friend like you worry about this. Am I stupid? I was so focused on myself that I ended up making you keep a secret. Cameron, congratulations. It's really late, but let me congratulate you. And also, I'm really sorry for making you go out of your way. Really? I'm so happy. When you got divorced, you seemed really down. So it was probably hard for you to approach me, and I didn't make it any easier. It's okay. I'm really sorry too. At that time, I was really shocked, and I couldn't see anything around me. I was really useless. I also caused trouble for my family and friends. I really apologize and feel sorry again. Are you crying by any chance? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had already recovered, but I just remembered. It's no use. I promised myself to forget about the past. Hey, Noelle, if it's okay with you, could you tell me what happened and how you ended up getting divorced? If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, since it seems like there were a lot of things going on. But as your childhood friend, I'm curious. Thank you for being considerate. But forget about me for now. Today, it's all about you, Cameron. Congratulations on your marriage. I've never heard anything about your boyfriend. What's he like? Would you mind telling me? Really? Are you sure? Of course. What kind of guy is he? What's his occupation? Where did you meet him? I want to know everything. Are you really okay? You're not just saying this to be polite, right? No, it's not like that. I want to hear your story. Really? That makes me happy. There are so many things I want to ask you, my childhood friend. When did you start dating this guy? Actually, it's been about a year. What? Really? That long ago? That's news to me. You didn't tell me before, did you? I'm telling you now because it's you, but, well, because of his position, I couldn't say anything. Wait, what do you mean by his position at the time? Was he a public figure or something? Well, the thing is, he was actually married back then. What? Yeah, that's right. Noelle, are you okay? It's just that I have a lot to think about. I'm sorry, Cameron. I don't think I can congratulate you guys after all. What? Why not? I'm sorry, I just can't. As your childhood friend, I want to congratulate you, but when I think about his ex-wife and family, I can't say congratulations honestly.
Don't apologize for that. Oh, could it be? Is it related to the reason for the divorce?
Yes. My ex-husband's affair was the reason for the divorce, and he wouldn't tell me anything about the person or the reason.
Oh, I see. That's what happened.
That was the reason for your divorce. Your ex-husband and his affair partner pushed you down from the pinnacle of happiness. But it's all okay now. I decided to forget about the past and live positively.
Well, that doesn't matter, does it? Oscar and I are connected by a red string of fate. Now that we're married, I'll be happy enough for the both of us. Me.
Huh? I heard Oscar, but maybe I misheard? I'm sorry, Cameron. I don't understand what you're saying. Oscar, do you mean... I can't imagine it. My ex-husband, right?
No, there's no way that could be true, right? You've been so dense since we were kids. It's really frustrating. I married Oscar, your ex-husband. Do you understand now?
Wait, Cameron, when did all of this start?
Do you want to know? If you really want to know, I'll tell you. It was a year ago at the home party.
A year ago?
When he and you moved into the mansion, and it was his birthday, right? That party was a celebration for him.
That night. He was the guest of honor, but he disappeared, and I was searching for him the whole time.
Is that so? Are you curious about what he was doing during the time he disappeared? Should I tell you? He and I were in the basement together.
Stop it!
What? Did you not expect me to tell you? From that time on, Oscar and I have been together.
You didn't know anything, and you seemed so happy until talk of divorce came up, didn't you? Please stop.
After that, he started asking me out. He always took me to the places I wanted to go. We went to clubs and bars often. The nighttime amusement park was so romantic. You know what happens when we go back to the hotel. You don't need me to say it, right?
It's terrible. Please stop it.
You want me to stop? Then please attend the wedding and bless us. As a childhood friend and former wife, I really want your blessings. I want you to see us happy, okay? Noelle? Hey, no response. Noelle?
What do you want now, Cameron?
I already told him you will be coming to our wedding.
What are you talking about? I won't go to your wedding.
Why not? I really want you, my childhood friend, to come to our wedding.
Can't you stop saying those things? It's horrible to invite me to a childhood friend and ex-husband's wedding. Are you enjoying hurting me?
No way, I don't have that kind of interest.
But you know what? Watching you, who seem to be the happiest person in the world, easily fooled by me and gradually distorted in pain, I got excited. You're enjoying this. You're disgusting.
And let me tell you one more thing. Secretly dating behind everyone's back is so much fun. You can't experience this kind of excitement in a normal relationship. It's just incredible. I want to share this feeling with you so much. I almost said it to myself several times.
It makes me sick, and I don't even want to talk about it. But, well, I'm glad I could hear one more thing from you. I finally understood what I had been wondering about.
What did you wonder about?
When we divorced, I asked him many times why he cheated on me and who the other person was. But he stubbornly refused to tell me, saying, "It's all my fault, so just do what you want." It was actually him who offered to pay any amount of money for the settlement, not me. He said, "I'll pay whatever it takes, just please don't ask me about it."
Oscar is such a fool. Paying the settlement at whatever cost is ridiculous. We were getting divorced, so he should have just told me.
I had to ask him over and over again because I couldn't understand it. But he was so desperate to hide it that I thought there must be something going on. So that's what it was, Oscar.
You were convinced by yourself? He's really stupid. Paying a large amount of money to a person you're breaking up with, that means my money is decreasing. He should have just told me. Now he's dating your childhood friend Cameron and wants to switch over, so he wants a divorce.
Do you even know what you're saying? If you had normal ethics, you wouldn't have hidden it, would you? What Oscar did was certainly unforgivable, but at least he was considerate of me. I'm relieved to finally understand something that had puzzled me for a long time.
Well, that's good news. I'm just a little disappointed because now the excitement of secretly dating is gone. And above all, there won't be any more pleasure in deceiving you. Oh, by the way, let me tell you about our first date. Remember when he disappeared for 2 hours during his birthday party? He had fun with me in the basement.
Here we go again with that story.
Remember when I returned to the venue before you did and found you frantically searching for him with such a fierce look, asking me, "Don't you know where Oscar is?" When I lied and told you I saw him at the back door, you rushed off right away, didn't you? How funny! It was so enjoyable. But now it seems like our fun times have come to an end. Oh well, it's too bad.
We've been together for a long time, though. I never knew you could be so unreasonable like this until now.
Don't joke around. You have no right to complain about anything. I heard he paid you whatever you asked for in terms of compensation and property settlement. He even took money from his parents' assets to pay you a considerable amount. Can you believe it? My own money is getting reduced because of what he did.
What? Don't speak ill of people behind their backs. Oscar's parents only paid a part of the compensation because they felt sorry for me. You have no right to complain about the compensation amount. Please don't badmouth him and his family's sincerity.
Okay, having wealthy parents is convenient, isn't it? From now on, they should spend more and more money on me.
You're the worst.
The worst thing is you. Are you infertile or something? Oscar was lamenting that he couldn't have children for a long time, right?
That doesn't matter now.
It does matter. Women who can't have children have no value. He said he wanted children and held me so intensely over and over again.
I don't want to hear it anymore. Anyway, I'm not going to the wedding. Tell him that too. Don't contact me again. I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Noelle, how are you doing?
I told you not to contact me. I don't want to talk to you.
Hey, look at this wedding ring.
I can't see it and I don't want to.
Oh, right, you can't see it. But let me tell you the price. Guess what? It's 3 times the price of the ring Oscar gave you. Isn't that amazing? 3 times the price.
That's impressive, but is that all?
There's more. Listen to this. I got to choose the wedding venue however I wanted. Of course, it was the most expensive venue and the most expensive plan. It has an ocean view and it's super luxurious. And the dress too.
Okay. I'm busy now and don't have time to listen to your bragging. Goodbye.
Wait! Well, I'll just say what's important. You need to leave this place right now.
Huh? Why do I have to listen to you?
That luxurious mansion where you and Oscar were living together, it's now going to be mine and Oscar's home starting today. It's only natural since we got married, right? We don't need your parents around. They're just a nuisance. So, pack up your things and leave today.
Are you not listening to me at all?
That mansion has an enormous garden, right? I'm going to plant roses all over the garden and turn it into a rose garden. It's going to be so lovely. I'll invite lots of friends for tea parties in the rose garden and show them how happy I am now. And maybe I'll even invite your acquaintances and neighbors too. They should all know that I'm the lady of this house from now on. Everyone will be so jealous, don't you think?
Oh, and should I invite you too? No thanks, I'm good. That's quite an impressive daydream you have there.
This isn't just a fantasy, it's becoming a reality. So hurry up and get out of there. From now on, he and I will be living in this luxurious mansion together. Now that I think about it,
you're really pitiful, aren't you? Your husband and your home were both stolen by me. But, oh well, what can you do? You've always been so dense, haven't you? You were happily unaware of your husband's affair for a whole year, weren't you? That luxurious mansion you're talking about, could it be my house? That's not your house. I don't know why you've been squatting here even after the divorce, but get out now. Did you not know that this house is under my name? What? What are you talking about? Under your name? I see. It's a lie? Even someone as dim-witted as you can tell a lie now. You idiot, I'm not fooled by such a lie. That house originally belonged to his parents. I've investigated it. You may be straightforward, but you still lied? There must be enough asset value in that house for you to lie to protect it. Don't say such rude things. I'm not lying. Check it again. It's in my name now. What do you mean by now? As you said, this house originally belonged to his parents. They gave it to me when we got divorced. It was a gesture of apology for what their son did. So, this house has been mine since a month ago. Oscar and I are planning to live here, just the two of us? Don't make me laugh. No, wait, that's definitely a lie. His parents have blessed our marriage. It's impossible that they haven't prepared a new home for us. His parents are very reasonable and kind people. I don't think they would bless you two, who got married through adultery and cheating. Shut up! What do you know anyway? Oh, I see. I understand now. His parents are preparing a more luxurious house for us. Not just some old, spacious property, but a gorgeous mansion that suits cute little me. I'm so excited. I wonder when they'll give it to us? It's ridiculous to consider it a housewarming gift. Okay, I get it. It must be a surprise that they're keeping from me. I wonder where it is and how big it is? Hey, Noelle, what do you think? I don't know. Go do whatever you want. No, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to his parents' house to pick up the keys to the new home. See you later. She's beyond out of control now. It's more like she's emotionally unstable, isn't it? Hey, Noelle! Don't mess around. Are you listening? What's the matter? You're being rude, you know. That old hag! She splashed water on me! What's going on? What did you do exactly? I went to Oscar's parents' house. No way! Did you really go there? Of course I did! Did you ask for the non-existent key to the new house? Of course I did! I have the right to get it! And that old hag, she splashed water on me! Why did she do that? Because you were being unreasonable, you know? What about his dad? Was he strict and angry about it? That old man, he yelled and chased me out! What did he think he was doing with his precious son's wife? It's only natural, isn't it? Now you understand. His parents don't think you're cute for marrying into the family through deception. And Oscar, I thought I could have a luxurious life by marrying a rich man. But that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Shut up! If it comes to this, I'll put up with it at your house. Get out now! Don't be so ridiculous. I'm really getting angry. Hey, Noelle, we're childhood friends and best friends, aren't we? You're on my side, right? So give me that house! Stop talking nonsense. Don't just treat me as a childhood friend and best friend when it's convenient for you. I absolutely refuse to live in a normal house or apartment. I can only live in a mansion with a garden. Please, pretty please, isn't that okay? I'm not your childhood friend or best friend anymore. Cutting ties. You understand his parents' feelings now, don't you? You were never blessed. Stop it! Stop it! What do you mean by cutting ties? I'll be the one cutting ties with you. If you're not bringing in the house, you're not worth it. Don't ever contact me again. Don't ever contact me again was my line, though. Noelle, answer me already. You're really slow. It's making me irritated. What's the matter? You told me not to contact you again just an hour ago.
Noelle, what did you say to Oscar?
What's going on? What are you and he saying?
What do you mean, he too?
What did you talk about with him? Wait, calm down.
How can I calm down? I don't understand anything.
Oscar contacted me earlier saying, "Can we meet once? I want to tell you everything." I don't understand what he meant, so I thought you might know something.
What? He said everything? Oscar did? Why did he do that? That idiot, I threatened him so much.
You threatened him? You to Oscar? That's unacceptable. What does he mean by everything? Hey, Cameron, can you calm down and talk to me? I'm also worried about your mental instability.
Shut up! I'm normal!
I'm not the one at fault. It's all your fault. You always brag about marrying a rich and handsome guy. That's why. You're at fault, not me.
It's your fault.
You're the one who's bad. You're the one who's bad. You're the one who's bad. You're terrible. She's quite unstable. We can't handle her. Something happened a year ago, right? Hey, Cameron, I want you to calm down and listen.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
That's right, Cameron. You're not at fault. Yes, it's my fault, right?
That's right. It's your fault.
Was it about his birthday party from a year ago? What happened then?
Oscar's birthday party. It's a bad memory. I felt sick watching you so happy at that time.
So, what did you do then?
I lured Oscar into the basement.
What happened in the basement?
I told him, "I'll tell you Noelle's secret. Let's meet in secret." But he refused at first. He said he couldn't meet me alone without telling Noelle, but I threatened him, saying it was a very important secret that he would definitely regret not knowing, and called him to a bar a few days later. It took me 2 hours to persuade that thick-headed guy.
The fun thing you mentioned earlier in the basement was that, right? What did you talk about at the bar?
I don't remember what we talked about. Anyway, I kept feeding him alcohol until he was drunk. When he was completely drunk, I took him to a hotel.
That was easy because he's weak to alcohol, right?
I don't really want to know what happened at the hotel, but he hugged me even though he was barely conscious. He kept calling out your name over and over again.
Huh?
I secretly filmed the scene at that time with a movie.
You filmed it?
That's the lowest! I used it to blackmail him, and we continued to meet afterwards. Oscar helped me many times. When he said that I didn't come, I told him that I don't know what I will do to Noelle. He happily came to see me.
You're terrible. There are no other words.
It's funny. Even you are worried about your own safety, right? You did this kind of thing for me. Are you prepared for what might happen to you?
Don't say such scary things. I'll go to the police.
Try it. I'll set your house on fire.
What? Have you lost your mind?
Your house is so big and luxurious. It would look beautiful if I set it on fire, wouldn't it?
Cameron, you've always been selfish and hot-headed, but this time is too much. I called the police. What you're doing is already a crime.
What? The police? Don't be ridiculous. I haven't done anything wrong.
You really need to clear your head before committing a real crime.
The sounds of sirens is getting closer. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not guilty.
You can make your excuses to the police. Having an affair or breaking up a marriage isn't a crime, but you've gone too far. Reflect on your actions and never come near me again. I don't want to remember what happened afterwards, but I need to summarize it. Cameron's parents contacted me to let me know that she had been admitted to a psychiatric hospital. They apologized to me politely for causing me trouble, but it left a bad taste in my mouth. When we were children, she and I were good friends, and we used to play together often. But apparently, her behavior had been very strange for a while, and she finally went berserk and injured a neighbor. Her parents had realized she might have some kind of mental illness, but they had trouble taking her to a psychiatric hospital. I can understand their feelings as parents, though. To them, any child is precious. She has now been diagnosed with a mental illness and is isolated. She is still quite unstable with hallucinations and violent behavior, so it's impossible for her to be discharged anytime soon. And then there's Oscar and his family. He apologized to me so many times that I felt sorry for him. And he confessed something to me. Noelle, I was so scared of seeing you get hurt, so I let Cameron have her way. But I really love only you. He even brought his parents along and said that he wanted us to be a family again. I was so happy to hear that. His parents already knew everything when we divorced after hearing his side of the story. It was a very attractive proposition to become a part of his warm family, but I declined. It was difficult to refuse after being begged so many times, and I was very conflicted. But I realized that I could finally do what I wanted to do after this incident, so I politely declined and returned the mansion they gave me to his parents. To tell you the truth, I still think about it sometimes. I have no regrets about my decision. But I sometimes imagine what it would have been like if we had become a family. 3 children, spending leisurely time with him and me in a large garden with his parents, playing and eating together. I still have such fantasies. Excuse me, let me get back to the topic. The thing I want to do is to travel around the world. I was hurt a lot by this incident, of course, and Oscar and his family were also hurt and manipulated by her. Sometimes I think that if she had been hospitalized earlier, this would not have happened. But there's nothing we can do about it, right? The past cannot be changed. As I thought about that, I began to feel small and disgusted with myself for being hurt and struggling in such a tiny, narrow world. So I decided to travel the vast world and see everything it had to offer. I traveled to different countries as the mood struck me and left my daily life behind. There were many people who tried to deceive me, but I also met many kind people. There were so many different cultures, people, animals, and vast landscapes, and my wounds were healed. I realized how much I had been troubled by trivial things in such a small world. And then, it's not enough that only I was healed. I want everyone to see these landscapes, animals, and this vast world. So I decided to take pictures of the scenery and animals from all over the world. I want to bring healing to people all over the world. I don't intend to say something too grand, but now I'm working towards letting as many people as possible know about the healing I experienced. Years later, I published a photo book. I became a famous photographer, even known in foreign countries. I traveled around the world and captured various landscapes and animals in my photos. For some reason, they have a calming effect on people, so they even started placing them in psychiatric hospitals. I donated some to the hospital where she was hospitalized. I wonder if she saw it? What did she think when she saw my smiling face on the cover and my signature?
Hey Mia, you still at work? No, just finished right now. I was just about to leave. What's going on, big sis? I see, it's good. Well, how's it going with your boyfriend? The same old. Oh, but there's something I have to tell you. What's going on? Thinking about breaking up or something? Not at all. He asked me to marry him yesterday, and we're engaged. What? Are you serious? Wanting to marry you, Mia? I guess there's some weird people out there. Leah, you can't even congratulate me? Unbelievable. Anyways, what's your fiancé's name? What's he like? What does he do for a living? His name is Robert. He does freelance work from home. Freelancing? That's so cool. He could have dated someone better than you, Mia. Poor guy. Are you trying to say that I'm not good enough? Are you trying to piss me off? You're getting married, right? With this Robert. You better invite me to the wedding. Well, I'll send over an invitation. Come if you feel like celebrating. Of course I'll celebrate. It's my little sister's wedding, obviously. But it is a mystery how a goody two-shoes like you get married before me. You have always looked down on me. Cut it out. Oh, did I upset you? You're the little sister. Doesn't it make more sense that I, as the big sister, get priority? Also, I'm prettier and have a more attractive body than you. Wow! It really hasn't changed, this personality of yours. Thank you. Well, I'll be sending over the wedding invitation. Do what you have to do. Alrighty. Well then, bye. Mia. What, Robert? I can't finish packing. What? What have you been doing? I was invited to go out with my friends. Come on, that's not fair to the moving company. You have to learn to prioritise. What are you going to do? Who cares? You can still go out after you've done your packing. What's wrong with having some fun while I'm still single? Robert, can you give me a break? Didn't you cancel the meeting with the wedding planner because you had plans to hang out with your friends? Marriage, moving in, our wedding, and now packing. Can you take it more seriously? Ugh, you're so annoying. Stop nagging me. Let me enjoy the little time I have left of my single life. Let me do what I want to do on my own time. Why are you getting mad at me? Whatever. We have to finish packing, so let's stop fighting. I'll head over right now to help. Yeah, just come over and help. By the way, who are you going to ask for the speech at the wedding? I'm having trouble deciding, but I think I'm going to ask a friend from work. Someone from the office? Yes. How about your older sister? What? Why my sister? Robert, you haven't even met her. Actually, your sister contacted me. What? She got my contact information from your parents. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. That's out of nowhere. There's no reason for you to apologise. Well, it was a surprise at first, but it's no big deal. Thank you. Well, what did she say? She was really happy about you getting married. That she's always given you a hard time and wants me to take good care of you. I see. She seems like a good sister. If you say so. So, why don't you ask her to give the speech? It's better than a co-worker from the office, don't you think? I guess. I mean, it is the first time you have suggested anything about the wedding. I think I'll ask her. See, I am taking it seriously. I'm glad to hear that. So, let's ask your sister. Okay, I'll do that. Mia, it's finally your wedding tomorrow. Nervous? Yeah, I'm a little nervous that my life might change completely, but I'm excited for the wedding. If I was having a wedding, it'd be at a resort or a cute chapel. Have the wedding with just the two of us and take a bunch of pictures. I mean, I want to show it off to everyone on social media. Well, that sounds like you. You're already living with Robert, right? I've been living with him since the engagement. And you're making Robert do chores around the house? Why do you ask? I know you both work, but I think you should do all the housework. I'm just telling you this out of concern because Robert said that the housework is taking a toll on his work. Thanks for the warning, but it's something we decided together, so I think we'll be okay. Well, make sure he doesn't get tired of you. I mean, since he agreed to marry someone like you. All right, all right. Well, I'm turning in. I have to go to bed early. It's the wedding tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Oh, okay. Bye. I'm sorry, Mia. What's going on? I can't make it to your wedding. What? Why? The truth is, Robert and I are eloping, and we've decided to get married at a resort. I'm so sorry. What? Are you serious? I'm serious. Thank you, big sis. Huh? Seriously, thank you. I'm so glad. This is like a dream. But how did you get the money to have a wedding? Wait, why are you so happy? Oh, I get it. You're so jealous that you lost your mind. No, not at all. I'm genuinely happy because I knew you guys were having an affair. What? What do you mean? The moment I knew you and Robert were having an affair, I thought of confronting Robert, but I thought if the affair went on, I could break off the engagement, so I pretended not to know. What? What? Why would you do something like that? Robert is selfish, and he's all about himself. He barely did anything when we moved in and left everything to me while he went out having fun. And not a single thank you. Even the housework after we agreed to share the chores. He refused to do them since day one. And when I told him to do them, he got mad at me and I ended up doing all the chores. It's just amazing how selfish he is. I wanted to break up with him earlier, but I couldn't because I knew he'd refuse. So, you really saved me. Thank you, Leah. Whatever. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? I think it's very important. I mean, that seems pretty insignificant. If it were me, I'd do all the chores. I mean, isn't that what a housewife does? Housewife? That's not gonna happen. Huh? Why not? Did Robert say you could be a housewife? Well, we haven't discussed it yet. I'll give you a heads up. Robert won't let you be a housewife. What? Well, he asked me to pay $2,000 a month for living expenses. What? Also, since Robert is a freelancer, his monthly income is unstable and he pulls in about $1,000 a month, $1,800 at most. And to top it off, he still has student loans and debts to pay off. Wait a minute. Debts? I haven't heard about any of this. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you know what's left over on a good month is about $800. He even refused to spare the expense to pay the cost of living and instead spent it on going out and buying things for himself, saying it's his allowance. Do you think someone like that would allow you to become a housewife? Do you think you could live on with that? I only learnt about Robert's spending habit after we started living together. But the only thing that's in our joint bank account that we made for living expenses is my money. Rent, living expenses, all the bills were all coming out of that account. I personally couldn't stand living my life like that. That's a lie. He was always the one paying for our dates. The restaurant bill, the taxi, everything. He said that it was money that he earned. He spent a lot of money on me. That's probably a lie. How can you say that? I'm guessing he probably lied because he was bitter about being thought of as a broke guy. What? Or he was using his leftover money to pay for the dates. I mean, he was secretly using my savings to pay for the times he was short. What the? Seems like he moved on from naggy me to my obedient big sister. But you know, you do make more money than me. So I'm guessing you could take care of him. Good luck. Wait, so he's after my money? I had no idea he was broke. Why didn't you say anything? And really, why did you decide to marry a guy like that? Robert's parents begged me. His parents? Yes. Have you met them? No, I haven't. Robert's parents. They still work part-time to make a living. Part-time work? But it's not enough for them. So they thought that if I married their son, he would send money to them. They came pleading. Their plan was to come live with us and make me take care of everything from living expenses to the chores. What the hell? When I found out he was cheating, I was going to break up with him. But his parents said that they wanted a chance before the wedding. Obviously, I wanted to turn it down. Chance? A chance for what? If Robert chose his mistress, they would pay for everything, a cancellation fee for the wedding venue, and compensation for the broken marriage. Huh? But Leah, you've always looked down on me, right? So what? So I knew that you would definitely try to get in the way of our marriage. That's why I agreed to hold out until the wedding. It seems like Robert's parents believed him though. But the reality is that he chose you. So, as promised, I need them to pay for the cancellation and the compensation. What is going on? Oh, and there's more. I'm going to charge you for compensation as well. What? What are you saying? Isn't it obvious? You stole my fiancé. No, I only stole him because I didn't like that my little sister was getting married before me. But that's not what big sisters do, right? If you really consider me as family, let's go to the lawyer's office right now. But you did too, tricking your own sister. Trick? You made me get a defective product. Wow, a defective product. I'm going to return this debtor. No thanks, no need to return him. I'll still be requesting that compensation, just so you know. Wait a minute, Mia. Well, best of luck. Mia, hold on. Mia! Mia. Mia. Oh, Robert, what's up? Mia, I was so wrong. Ah, that's new. You are capable of apologising. This is no time to joke. What's the matter? I told you before, remember? About my parents? Yes, I remember. With their old age, it's hard for the two of them to live off a part-time salary. So let's have the wedding like we planned. Then me, you, my parents, the four of us can live together. I love you so much. Oh, I see. Yes, so let's start over, the two of us. Absolutely not. Huh? Definitely not. I never want to get involved with you again. Wait. What? But hey, a broken engagement doesn't look good for either of us. Think about all the invited guests. There's people from your office. Huh? Invited guests? There aren't any. What? None? No one showed up. What? What do you mean? What I mean is, no guests were invited and the food for the wedding wasn't even arranged. I thought that this would happen, so I told the guests the situation beforehand and told them not to come. What? How? To everyone? Of course, everyone. Apologies, I had to explain the situation about you and my sister. Hold on. There was a possibility I would have showed up to the wedding. There wasn't. Huh? So, let me ask you, do you know where the wedding venue is? That's at... See, and really, the only time you came to a wedding planning meeting was that one time for your tuxedo fitting. Plus, the store you got the fitting from was different from the wedding venue. Knowing you and my sister, I definitely knew you wouldn't show up to the wedding. See, my prediction was spot on, right? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll never cheat on you again. I'll do the chores around the house. I'll even contribute to our living expenses. Please, forgive me. Please. Too little, too late. What? If you could do that, don't you think you would have done it before? I want to enjoy my single life. Was it? I wish you had spent the time and money on the two of us for our future. I thought I was understanding about your job situation. But every time, you'd recklessly spend money saying it's a treat for yourself, leaving nothing for me. I can't trust someone like that to say anything now. I can't trust you anymore. I've been wanting to break up with you. We're breaking off our engagement, and I will be charging you for compensation and the cancellation fee for the wedding. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, and one more thing. The money that I saved up during my single days that you were secretly spending, I will for sure be charging you for that.
What? That's impossible. I don't have the money for that. My parents are broke with debt. I have nobody to rely on. You gotta understand, Mia.
But you have a new ATM now in the form of my sister.
She dumped me earlier.
Oh, what a shame.
Please, Mia, let's get back together.
I told you, no. Why don't you just find someone new to take care of you?
At the very least, please pay for the cancellation of the wedding.
Huh?
And please don't come after me for compensation.
What are you saying?
Didn't you love me?
I don't love you anymore.
No, don't say that.
Enough. Aren't you the one that chose to do all of this? I'll make sure you take responsibility.
Please, forgive me. I will change. So please think about starting over.
No matter how many times you say it, I'll never get back together with you or forgive you. But I will collect the compensation and the cancellation fee. If you're broke, go out and work.
Mia.
All right. Please discuss everything else with my lawyer. Goodbye. Don't ever call again. I never had to see him again, and I successfully called off the engagement through my lawyer. I made him promise to pay back my money and compensation over a period of time. When I told Leah to pay the compensation all at once, she went crying to our parents. But she was disowned on the basis that my parents didn't need a daughter that would steal their sister's fiancé. She had no choice but to borrow money to pay me. As for Robert, among the guests that I told about his affair, there was an important client that used to offer him jobs. The rumours of his affair before the wedding led to a loss of trust, and he barely gets jobs now. I heard that the three of them, him and his parents, are barely getting by with part-time work.
Hey, Marie. Hey, Liz, what's wrong? The leader got mad at me and it took so long. Well, I did make a mistake. Even though I apologised, he kept saying, "You have to fix this and that," on and on. That man is a long story. Well, it's late, so you should have a glass of wine and go to bed. Okay, I will. But actually, I have something important to tell you. It's very hard to say, but you're my colleague and dear friend, so I thought I had to tell you this as soon as possible. What are you talking about? You're being so formal. It's scaring me. It's about your husband. What happened to my husband? I think you should break up with him as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be unhappy. Huh? What are you talking about, Liz? Why would you say that in the first place? I'm really sorry for saying this, but you're worried about something, aren't you? If you have anything on your mind, I'm here for you. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Doesn't he come home late or in the next morning a lot lately? Well, sure. Lately he's been coming home late at night, sometimes in the morning. Right? Isn't he cheating on you? Wait a minute. Don't assume. I'm saying this because the sooner you leave him, the better for you. I don't like telling you this. I can think of a few that come to mind. Right? If your relationship with him has cooled off, you should get a divorce as soon as possible. Sure, we've been married for 8 years, but we haven't had a decent conversation lately. When we first got married, we used to go out together. Marie, it's for your own good. Don't waste your time. Well, I'll talk to my husband. With your husband? Don't do that. Why? I have to talk to my husband. No, you can't. You'll just get in trouble. The divorce process seems to be harder than you think. I don't think getting into trouble like that is a good idea. Wait, why are you so desperate?
Well, that's because I'm worried about you. Just get a quick divorce before things get ugly. I'm saying this for you. I don't want to say this to my friend.
Liz, thank you. Come to think of it, he is all about himself. He doesn't help with anything around the house, but he complains about the way I cook and clean the house.
Look, I knew it. You should just break up with a guy like that right away. You're still young, so you can start over.
Well, maybe you are right. I'll think about it for a bit.
Hey, how have you been? You seem to be working overtime a lot lately, but are you busy?
Yeah, it's tough when a young employee leaves suddenly, working overtime every day.
More importantly, how are things with your husband? Have you discussed it with him?
That's what you're worried about?
Of course, my friend is in trouble and I'm willing to help you as much as you need.
You are right. Maybe he's having an affair. He's been coming home in the mornings from time to time for a while now, but it's getting more and more frequent, and when he does finally come home, he won't even talk to me.
So, what do you do? Are you going to get divorced?
I can't decide so quickly. I'm really busy.
What? Why? I told you it would be better for you if you divorced your cheating husband as soon as possible.
Hey, why are you mad at me? From this point on, it's a couple's problem, right? If I'm getting a divorce, I have a lot to think about.
Whatever, just get a divorce. How long are you going to be with a guy who's cheating on you with another woman?
I'm just suspecting the infidelity and I don't have any evidence yet.
There's evidence.
Huh?
I'm the one having the affair with your husband.
Come on. What are you talking about? Stop joking at a time like this. I'm tired.
It's true. He came home in the morning again yesterday, didn't he? He was with me.
I see. So that's what this is all about? You weren't worried. You were having fun. I've been wondering why you're so desperate, but it makes sense now.
Ha! Don't pretend to be cool about it. That's a shame. You didn't care about your husband at all because of your work. That's why it's so easy for a nice girl like me to take him away.
Can I ask you a question? Why did you tell me about the affair? I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me.
Because I want you to divorce him right away. Alex said he would marry me if you get divorced.
I can't believe it. You have a husband and children, don't you? What are you going to do?
I'm going to break up with my husband. I don't care about my husband. If only I could take Alex from you.
You are a terrible person. Well, if that's the case, now that I have proof, I'm going to get a divorce.
You said it. Make it quick. I won't forgive you if you ever change your mind.
Our relationship is cold anyway, and I'm so tired of his sarcasm about all the housework. Should I thank you for your support?
Thank you, Marie. Now Alex is mine. This is awesome. At this moment, I feel alive. This pleasure of taking away what others value, this sense of superiority.
You're vulgar. Well, if I can leave a husband who cheats on me with his wife's co-worker, I'm happy to do it. But you'll have to pay me exactly what you owe me in alimony.
Huh? What is alimony?
I'll charge you and Alex. If you're not happy, get a lawyer so we can discuss this. And, of course, I'm going to tell your husband about this.
Wait! Don't say a word to my husband.
What are you talking about? How can you keep silent about such an important matter?
Wait! There's a reason. Missed call. Are you listening? You don't have to tell him. Missed call. Missed call. Long time no see. You looked busy earlier. Can we talk a little? Are you doing well at work? Did you get promoted in your career?
Liz, you're still the same. I can't imagine you being in front of the company you left.
Well, I was so happy to see my former colleague and dear friend.
Don't get me wrong. You're no longer a former colleague or friend. You're just my ex-husband's cheating partner. You married Alex and left the company right away, and it doesn't matter anymore, right?
Don't be so cold. Actually, I have a lot to tell you. Alex and I are no longer together.
Oh? Already? It's only been a few years since then, hasn't it? After all, predatory marriages don't work.
Listen, Marie, it was really hard after that. You revealed my affair and my husband got so furious that I was kicked out of the house. I quit my job because people at work found out I was cheating on my husband and they all looked at me in a strange way.
Of course, if you steal your co-worker's husband, there's bound to be a rumour at work. It's a natural outcome.
Besides, when I told my husband that I couldn't pay alimony, he told me to leave all my belongings behind. He took custody from me and I can't see my kids.
No wonder your husband got so angry. Think of what you did.
I quit my job and my income was gone, but Alex didn't have as much money as I thought, and we were fighting every day. Still, I thought Alex would make a little more money, but he disappointed me. I couldn't stand being with a guy who doesn't have money, so I broke up.
You really only think about yourself. So did Alex. So you two were a good couple.
Oh, Marie, you're so sarcastic. Because of that whole thing, I'm now abandoned by my parents and out of touch. It's hard, because I can't rely on anyone.
Liz, how dare you complain to me like that? Did you expect me to feel sorry for you?
What? You don't feel sorry for me? No man and no money?
I don't think so at all. You got what you deserved.
But it was so nice to see you today. Life is about bad things followed by good things.
Are you glad to see me? What do you mean?
I saw the ring on your left ring finger.
What's wrong with that?
Isn't that a wedding ring? There's no way that's your ex-husband's ring. Did you get remarried?
Oh, didn't you know?
Of course I didn't know. You didn't tell me. When did you get remarried? What's he like?
I got married 6 months ago. He's a very kind person.
Ooh, I'm getting excited. I'm excited. I'll take it again. Marie's precious.
Liz, what are you saying?
Don't you get it, you fool? I'm saying I'm going to take away your new husband. When I got Alex from you, it felt so good. Give me another chance. You're my best friend.
Wait a minute. Do you know who my husband is?
I don't know. I'll take him from you, no matter what kind of man he is. There's never been a man who didn't fall for me.
Right, then I won't say anything. Do what you want, if you can.
Aha, is that a threat? I'm getting excited. I wonder if I get to see Marie's frustrated face this time.
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but can you please pay my ex-husband's portion of the alimony as soon as possible?
Huh? Such a thing. Wait till I get him from you and then he'll pay you handsomely.
Right, you don't have any money. Well, call me if you take my husband away from me. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't stop being excited. Only now can you show your attitude. I'll be in touch again. Marie, where are you now? Are you still at the office?
Yes, but what do you want? Will you leave me alone because I'm busy?
Are you working late? That's hard work. What time will you be home?
I'm going to be late today. Can we do this tomorrow?
Lucky. Do you know where I am?
I don't know. I said I'm at work, right? Will you leave me alone?
I'm visiting your house right now.
Huh? You don't know where I live right now, do you?
When I ran into you the other day, I secretly followed you. Nice house.
Stop acting like a stalker. It's really annoying. And even if you know where I live, you can't go in. I've locked the door, so you can't get in, okay?
I broke the window a little bit when I entered the house. I'll wait for your husband to come home. I'm sorry, Marie. I'm glad you're working overtime today.
Wait, that's trespassing. It's a crime.
The details don't matter. You know what? You're going to let me sleep with your husband again, okay? Are you sure you want to be working overtime at a time like this?
My husband will never sleep with you. You'd better get out of the house right away.
Why? I knew you were panicking. Don't worry. I'll talk to your husband.
I'll leave you unreported if you leave now. Do you know what will happen to you if I sue you? You're going to jail.
As long as I can take your husband, I don't care about that.
No, I don't think so.
What's more important? What's with your bossy attitude? He would never sleep with me? You don't know that. I don't know how honest he is, but there has never been a man in my life who hasn't fallen for me.
I gave you advice, but you don't understand. That's okay. Stay there as much as you want.
What? What are you talking about?
My husband will be home soon, so don't hesitate to stay there.
What's that? You've suddenly changed your attitude. If I run into him, your husband will fall in love instantly with my charm.
I'd love to see my husband and you end up in that situation.
Why are you so bullish? You got crazy from worrying too much. I won't hold back. I'll definitely take him away.
You know, talking too much like that makes you look cheap.
Shut up. Just admit you're upset. I won't forgive you, even if you apologize now.
It's about time my husband arrives home. Tell me what happened, okay? I'm looking forward to it. Missed call.
Hey, what is this? Answer me. Marie.
How did you like my husband? A good man, right? I wonder if he fell for you yet.
You've got to be kidding me. My brother suddenly came in instead of your husband. It's not fair to call my family. Where is your husband? Tell me. I'm going to take him from you, I swear.
My husband is right there.
Huh? I'm telling you, that's not your husband who is here, but my brother. He's here because you called him, right?
No, it's your brother's house too.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Why is my brother at your house? No way!
Exactly. We got married 6 months ago and we live in that house.
Oh no, that's impossible. My brother has always been a tough guy and I've never seen his girlfriend. I can't believe my brother got married. And with you, Marie. Why?
Let me reintroduce you to my husband, Michael.
You looted it, didn't you?
What are you talking about? You don't say I stole it from a sister.
Where did you and my brother meet?
Michael first came to apologize for your scandal, saying that my sister had done something terrible. So, in a way, I'm grateful to you.
Oh, that's...
He also gave me a lot of advice about you and your ex-husband not paying alimony. He knows a lot about the law, and he was really helpful. I was in a mental breakdown at that time because of someone, and he was very kind to me. And we became close eventually. Oh, Liz, Your family abandoned you, so you didn't even know that your brother got married.
Shut up.
I thought I was done with marriage, but then he was so kind that I decided to remarry and start over my life. So, you really did make it possible for me to marry Michael. Thank you, Liz. I'm really happy now.
What? He's my brother. Why is he on your side? That's so not fair.
Fair? Why are you talking like a child? Michael was very concerned about his sister's predatory marriage and took it seriously. This is what happens when you don't reflect on what you've done and do the same thing.
Are you going to lecture me?
No way. I wouldn't do that to a friend. Instead, I have a surprise guest for you. I just got a call and they're on their way, so they'll be there about the same time I am.
What? Who is the surprise guest?
Your parents. They're also my in-laws.
Oh no, you're going to get me in trouble for sure.
When I told them that you were coming, they said they would come right away. Good for you, they didn't give up on you.
What are you thinking? This is going to be real bad. Can you stop now? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, okay? Hey, Marie, you're my friend.
It's too late. I hope you will reflect well on your actions and pay alimony. You will be paying for this trespass and damage to property.
Oh no, it's impossible.
You seemed to be able to afford it earlier, didn't you? Take responsibility for what you did.
Hey, Marie, do something about it. My brother says this. The whole thing about trespassing and damage to the property is on the surveillance camera footage, so be prepared for a lawsuit.
Well, your family, and I'm sure he'll just add it to the alimony.
Oh no, how much do I have to pay? I don't have that kind of money. I tried to loot a new guy because I didn't have money, but it all ruined.
If you don't have the money, you're a criminal convict. It's not such a serious crime, so the sentence will probably be short. But a hard life in prison would help that character a little, don't you think?
I definitely don't want that. Forgive me. You are my friend, aren't you?
I'll be home soon. Sorry to keep you waiting. My father-in-law and mother-in-law just arrived.
Huh?
I'll be right there, so let's talk about the rest of the story together. Later, when my in-laws and I entered the house, Liz was already crouched down with a pale face. Her parents and brother were angry with her and made her apologize for looking down on me, and Liz was remorseful and became quiet, like a different person. In addition to the previous affair, she is now being charged for trespassing and destruction of property, further increasing payments and forcing her to live a difficult life. She said she couldn't pay the alimony because she didn't have the money, so she took a live-in job at a factory owned by a friend of her father's, and her parents are going to keep an eye on her until the alimony is paid. My in-laws apologized to me profusely, and instead of inheriting a large amount of inheritance to Liz, they decided to inherit it to us as a couple with apologies. I've been through a lot, but now I'm really happy and grateful to Liz for giving me the opportunity to meet my husband and his family.
Hey, what's wrong? No matter how many times I call, he doesn't answer. And he's not reading my line messages either? We got separated at the beach during our honeymoon. He's a strong man, but we're overseas. Anything could happen. I'm really anxious alone. I don't know what to do anymore. Julian! Lena, hey, can you answer me? Julian? I was worried. Where are you and what are you doing? I was so worried. Sorry. Don't cry. I apologize.
Why did you suddenly disappear like that?
I'm really sorry. Actually, I'm with my friend right now.
With a friend? What do you mean?
We went to the beach, right? On the way to the restroom, I happened to run into my high school friend.
Your friend?
Yeah, so we ended up going out to eat on a whim. I didn't mean for it to happen. I was planning to come back soon.
You didn't mean for it to happen? I was left stranded at the beach without any notice. This is no joke. I was really worried.
I understand. Don't be so angry. I know I did something wrong. I'm really sorry.
Come back to the hotel right now.
No, I can't.
What? Why not?
I'm sorry. My friend got drunk and fell asleep. I can't just leave him like that, can I? Look, we haven't met in a long time, and we ran into each other in a foreign country. It was so exciting that we got carried away.
I see. Where are you right now? I'll come and help.
No, it's okay.
What's wrong? I really want to meet your friend.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Julian, what's the matter?
Well, actually, I called an ambulance earlier, but it turned out to be nothing serious. So he's just resting for a while. He's in no condition to be introduced to anyone right now, but don't worry about it.
Then why?
Huh?
Why couldn't you answer your phone?
Well, that's because I had my phone in my backpack.
But you called an ambulance, didn't you?
Yeah, but why?
What do you mean, why? If you called an ambulance, that means you had your phone with you, not in your backpack.
Well, I was in a rush and I was taking care of things.
Even so, that's just too much. We're in a foreign country. It's not safe here, and I was really worried.
I'm really sorry about that.
I was really worried that you got into an accident or got kidnapped or something.
That's why I'm apologizing and explaining the situation, but why can't you understand?
What do you mean? You don't have to get mad.
Come on, you're being persistent, aren't you? I already apologized, so please forgive me already. Can't you just cheer up a little bit? Oh, that's right. I'll make it up to you tomorrow. How about that?
What? Tomorrow? You're kidding, right?
What do you mean, kidding?
There's supposed to be a fireworks display on the beach tonight. I was looking forward to it. I wanted to see the night view of the beach with you alone tonight. Isn't that why we chose this place for our honeymoon? Isn't it?
Yes, that's true, but today is impossible. I can't leave my sick friend alone. We're in a foreign country. Let's enjoy ourselves. I don't want to trouble you because, my friend, I plan to enjoy tomorrow with you. Wait for me at the hotel.
Hotel? You're not sorry at all, are you? I've been looking for you on the beach this whole time.
What? You're still on the beach? It's dangerous at night. You should go back to the hotel right away. What are you doing?
What are you doing? That's what I should be asking. You left me alone in such a dangerous place.
So, I'm sorry. I thought you had already returned to the hotel a long time ago. What have you been doing?
I've been looking for you. I asked the locals to help and asked the hotel to check if you had returned to the room.
Seriously, you shouldn't have gone through so much trouble.
I was really worried. If we couldn't find you by night, I was going to contact the embassy. Do you understand?
Wait a minute. The embassy is a bad idea, you know? I'm a diplomat. You know what I mean, right? It's not good to contact the embassy. Don't ever contact them, okay?
Then come back right now. If you apologize with me to the people who helped us search and the hotel staff who gave us advice, I'll forgive you.
It's impossible to come back right now, isn't it?
Why not?
Because my friend is not feeling well yet. Can't leave him alone, can I?
Alone? I'm here all alone, suddenly lost on a beach in a foreign country where I came for the first time. And what? You put your friend first? Can't you imagine how anxious I was? You go out and eat with a friend you happen to run into without even telling me? Isn't that too insensitive? Stop making fun of me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll be there soon. Please go back to the hotel. It's a tourist area and it's really dangerous at night. If something happens to you. I just got back to the hotel. Okay, that's good. You shouldn't wait for me. Take a rest. You must be tired from everything that happened. Yes, I think I'll go to bed. You wouldn't want to come back to the room and be yelled at, right? Don't be sarcastic. I feel sorry for what I did. It doesn't mean I've forgiven you. This is a foreign country and we don't know what could happen. Don't go off the grid again, do you understand? And don't forget, you're a diplomat. If you cause any trouble in a foreign country, it could affect your job. Consider your position. Lena, good morning. Hey, Lena. What, are you still sleeping? Come on, Lena, answer me. You're being persistent, aren't you? Oh, what's up, Lena? Are you awake now? Are you a sleepyhead? Where are you now? At the hotel? Is there something you need? You said you'd come back soon yesterday, but you still haven't come back, have you? I imagine you're still with your friend, am I right? What? Are you being sarcastic? Are you angry? What? Do you even know what you're doing? I'm sorry. First, I apologize. I'm really sorry. After that, my friend recovered quickly, so I was going to go back, but didn't you say you were going to bed? So we decided to have one last drink, and the next thing I know, it was the next day. I'm really sorry for it. Please forgive me, will you? Are you still with that friend? No, that's not it. I mean, he's here, but not really. Where are you right now? What about that? Where are you right now? Are you at the hotel? I'll come join you now. So where are you? Let's go our separate ways today. Huh? What do you mean? Separate ways? What are you thinking? We're on our honeymoon, you know? Look who's talking. Who left the bride behind on their honeymoon? Anyway, let's do our own thing today. Come on, I know you're angry. I'll make it up to you. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be with you right now. Can we talk about our future after we return home? Huh? What are you talking about? Don't be so upset. We have our honeymoon today and tomorrow too, right? Please, cheer up. I don't want to be left alone because of your friends. Besides, it doesn't feel sincere when you don't come back even in the morning. But I apologized, didn't I? I'm okay today, really. Today? What about today? I thought couples are supposed to be together on their honeymoon. Are you still with your friend? If you're okay today, does this mean your friend is freeing you? Don't be sarcastic. What are you planning to do on your own? Where are you going? It's none of your business, right? I'm going for breakfast now. Wait, I have a reservation. I wanted to go with you. So tell me, what are we doing today and where are we going? What did you make a reservation for? It's a surprise for you. Let's just go and enjoy it together. I'm sorry about yesterday. Did you make the reservation for me? Yes, of course. Really? Why don't you go with your friend who's resting next to you? I think she would be happy. Don't say that. Please give me another chance. I don't want to ruin our honeymoon because of this. You're the one who ruined it by disappearing and having fun with your friend. Okay, I understand. Let's just meet up and let me apologize. That's all I'm asking for. I don't like fighting over something so trivial. Something trivial? My husband disappeared during our honeymoon, leaving me stranded on a dangerous beach at sunset while prioritizing his friend over me. Is that trivial to you? No, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry, I misspoke. You're right, it was terrible. But Lena, you're kind and forgiving, right? You can forgive me, can't you? It's always about what you want. By the way, about your friend. What is it? I don't want to badmouth your friend, but she's quite insensitive, isn't she? She does know that we're on our honeymoon, right? No. She didn't know I was on my honeymoon. She was traveling alone and seemed lonely, so I just kept her company. Why didn't you tell her you were on your honeymoon? If you did, she wouldn't have kept you all night, don't you think? Normally this doesn't happen. It's not like you met her around the neighborhood, right? You met her by chance in a far-off foreign land, didn't you? Yeah, it was just a coincidence. Didn't you ever ask what she was doing here or anything? Well, yeah. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, you know. We had a lot to catch up on. And you spent the whole night catching up, huh? What? You're saying something different now? Yeah, that's right. You didn't talk about marriage or honeymoon at all after talking for so long? Isn't that unnatural? Don't people usually ask about recent events and things like that? If you really hadn't seen each other in a long time... It's true. We didn't talk about marriage. I guess I forgot. So, talking about our marriage is something so unimportant that you forgot to mention it to your friend? It's not like that at all. Really, everything was just a coincidence. Hey, please, can you cheer up? Let's start over our honeymoon from now on. Come on, let's have fun. I'm sorry, but if this is how our honeymoon is going to be, I don't think we can live together. Don't say that. Really, I'm sorry. As for what's going to happen from now on, specifically, I'm talking about divorce. Let's talk about it after we return home. No, divorce is out of the question. We both want to enjoy our trip, don't we? Wait, no, divorce is a bad position to be in. Please reconsider. The bag you wanted the other day, I can get it for you. So please give me one more chance. Hey, Lena, please. Lena, good morning. Hey, don't ignore me. Oh, what's wrong? Good morning. Where are you now? I waited for you at the airport all night, but you weren't there, so I came back alone. What do you mean? I'm at the hotel. What? Are you still there? You checked out of the hotel yesterday, right? I changed the hotel and the flight back. I plan to stay here and have fun for a while. What? What are you talking about? Why are things so scattered like this? Don't you understand? That's why I'm asking you. Because I don't want to be with you. Are you still mad? Your mistake was not just leaving me stranded on the beach. Besides, there are things I can't forgive no matter how much you apologize. I definitely think I was entirely in the wrong this time. Putting anyone else before my wife on our honeymoon is just terrible. I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry. I admit I was at fault, okay? But just because of that, you shouldn't ignore your husband. How many times do you think I tried to contact you yesterday? Even if you couldn't talk for long, you could have at least called back, right? If I hear your voice, it will ruin the whole trip. What are you talking about? I enjoyed the trip yesterday without stress because you weren't here. If I hear your voice, it will make me feel sick. What are you talking about? I was worried about you being left alone in a foreign country. Worried? Don't make me laugh. You didn't even bother to look for me, and you went back home alone because it was time for your flight. Were you with your friend? Don't say weird things. I wouldn't do something like that. Yeah, that's right. Actually, I made a friend here too. Today was so much fun. My new friend showed me around some hidden spots that we would never have found on our own. And when I got separated from you on the beach, he was so sympathetic and helped me out. I was so scared when I was left alone on the beach, so it was really nice to have some help. What? Don't say it's a man. What? A man? I'm asking if this friend is a man. Yes, a man. He's a really nice guy, and we still keep in touch. What? Do you even realize what you're saying? I think I do. You're on your honeymoon and you're making friends with some random guy? That's just not acceptable. Oh, really? If you hadn't left me alone on the beach, none of this would have happened. That's beside the point. I never thought you were that loose. Oh, really? I thought you were a modest woman with solid principles and suitable for me, a diplomat to marry. I was deceived, you damn bitch! I shouldn't have married someone like you. I'm disappointed. I can't be with a promiscuous woman like you. We're getting divorced. Huh? You don't want a divorce? You, a promiscuous woman, married an elite diplomat like me. Of course you wouldn't want a divorce, would you? Apologize. Apologize? You should apologize if you don't want to get divorced. Say, I won't cheat again. I will follow my husband for the rest of my life. Please forgive me. I understand. You understand? Then come back right now and apologize. What I understand is about the divorce. Huh? What are you saying? I'm going back to my parents' house to prepare for the divorce. What? You also want a divorce, don't you? So do I. Let's get divorced. You promiscuous bitch. How dare you talk back to me? You could marry an elite like me and still speak with such disrespectful mouth. Promiscuous women are really lightheaded, aren't they? I'll make you regret this so much that you'll want to die. It's been a while. Yeah, has it been about a week? Have you already returned home? Of course, I sent the divorce papers. Oh, I received them. I will submit it after I sign. Oh, you're so kind. Please go ahead. Also, I'm going to demand compensation. Compensation? You're going to demand that from me? Of course! You were playing around with a local man while we were on our honeymoon. You strayed from your husband. You better be prepared for a large amount. You say funny things. Sure, go ahead and demand it. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. What kind of attitude is that? Are you mocking me? Even your colleagues know that you're a lowlife who brings his mistress on his honeymoon. What? Where's the evidence? It's all your imagination, isn't it? If you're going to suspect me without evidence, I'll demand even more compensation. Actually, just after we got separated on the beach, I found you right away. You were with another woman. What the hell are you lying about now? I couldn't believe my eyes either. Just as I thought I found you, she grabbed your arm and begged for a kiss. She smiled at me in a creepy way, as if she knew I was watching, but you didn't seem to notice. I also confirmed the location you two went afterwards. She kept glancing over at me, and she seemed to be having a great time. Well, maybe you just saw it wrong? She was a beautiful redhead and taller than me, right? Your girlfriend? No, it must have been someone else. The way she was clinging to you was sickening. In a foreign land, at a resort, you were kissing each other over and over again as if you were showing off. Were you watching us? Everyone around us was watching when you were deep kissing in the middle of the road. No, that's not me. You have no proof. If you want proof, I have it. I followed you guys. I took all the photos and videos I wanted. I'm looking at them now. It's strange. Both you and your girlfriend are clearly visible. After you kissed, she even winked at me. I know it was perfectly captured. She knew you were on your honeymoon, right? If she knew and still did this, it's pathetic. Are you still seeing her now? Take responsibility and marry her. Here's the proof of your affair with her. You can't deny it. Ugh, shut up! You can't take those kinds of pictures. You're making things up. Besides, kissing and hugging are just like saying hello, right? You just mistook me for greeting the locals. Is going to a hotel together a form of intimacy too? Huh? That was a lovely hotel with an ocean view, wasn't it? Were you watching? I filmed it perfectly. How about I send you and your girlfriend on a pre-wedding trip to commemorate the occasion? Ah! Huh? Your girlfriend even turns around with a posed look. She's desperate, isn't she? She came on your honeymoon trying to steal you away. What an uncultured girl. It suits you, an elite diplomat, doesn't it? Don't say such things. It's all just a misunderstanding. I'll explain to you. Are you still saying that? Unfortunately, the evidence isn't just that. What? Is there more evidence? Guess what? She contacted me directly. She's more audacious than any average kid, isn't she? That's impossible. She wouldn't know your contact information in the first place. I can imagine how she got it. Did you sleep well after the date? She probably searched through your phone. What a low woman. You must be mistaken. It's impossible. I don't know any woman like that. It's all in your head, isn't it? I was just drinking with a friend, a guy I met on our honeymoon. That would be your colleague Sarah, right? What? You even know that? Yeah, that's right. But what about you? Did you not make any male friends during our honeymoon? A man? Oh, you mean my friend who helped me out locally? Do you want to know what he looks like? He's the son of an embassy official, and he and his high school friends helped me look for you.
Embassy official's son? Why?
What's wrong? I don't understand what you're saying.
Where is all this coming from? This is really bad. This is really bad. I got it now. That can't be true. There's no way you can conveniently become friends with an embassy official's son like that. Are you making fun of me? I'm a diplomat too, you know.
Oh, I'm not lying. I'm not like you. He is indeed the son of an embassy official.
Then why? How could you have met an embassy official's son while you were there? Tell me how you met him.
You sound desperate. Well, I don't care anymore. Embassy staff are related to you as a diplomat, right?
Are you trying to provoke me? Tell me how you met him.
You're really becoming shameless. Well, I wonder if his dad is your acquaintance?
Damn, bitch. You have a bad personality. Just tell me already.
He was playing on the beach with his friends as they had a day off school. Then he noticed a suspicious woman.
Suspicious woman?
Yes, she was staring at a couple on the beach with a strange atmosphere. He sensed that something was off and kept an eye on her. Later on, the girl and the couple went to buy drinks, and the man went to the suspicious woman and kissed her and left. When the girl came back, the man was gone. He became worried about the girl, so he approached her and asked what happened.
Get to the point. Basically, the man in question is me.
Yes, and the girl is me. He helped me out because he was worried. He also called his friends, including his classmates, to help. Of course, it was just for fun at first, saying things like, "It's like we're Sherlock Holmes," but they were serious too. He called more people to search because he thought it would be quicker that way. They were enjoying the thrill of gathering evidence of infidelity while taking pictures of you from different angles. So they have pictures of you and her being intimate, even from very up close, including the moment you entered the hotel. You never thought the local children would take photos of you cheating on me.
You're lying, right? Stop joking around.
The next day, they collected more evidence. They worked so hard. Even though I was being cheated on, I felt great. I was able to think positively. That night, the day you didn't come back, I treated everyone to ice cream because we had collected a lot of evidence. They even reported everything to his parents, who are embassy staff. After that, the son of the embassy staff showed us around to make at least some good memories. Of course, with his friends too. It wasn't the suspicious relationship you were thinking of. It was really fun. They were so warm and cheered me up. Our marriage was a failure and our honeymoon was the worst. But if it weren't for this, I wouldn't have met them, right? Thinking about it, maybe getting married was a good thing.
Don't mess around. You're only talking nonsense about your selfishness.
Do you still have the energy to talk back? Shall we wrap this up? All of this evidence. Did you think I wouldn't do anything with the photos and videos of your infidelity?
What did you do?
I sent everything to your parents.
Seriously? You went that far? My life is over.
It's not over yet. Don't give up so easily.
What? Did you do something else?
His father, who is a staff member at the embassy, told the ambassador everything about this incident. Did you know? The ambassador is a devoted husband who loves his wife so much. He showed me how the ambassador got angry and shouted, "Leaving a woman alone in a foreign country is unacceptable. What will you do if she gets into an accident or any trouble? Moreover, committing adultery? This is an unacceptable behavior for a diplomat." He shouted with such a loud voice that his father was surprised. Of course, you know about the ambassador, right?
Please forgive me. I truly regret what I did. I'm really sorry.
It's quite effective, isn't it?
So, let's make up. I'll cancel the divorce papers, and I want the ambassador to know that this whole thing was just an act between us. Please, I beg you.
I'm going to sue you for emotional damages, the expenses of the honeymoon, and the wedding ceremony. Please pay them off completely.
Wait a minute. Please. I'm really sorry. So please reconsider the divorce. Let's explain everything to the ambassador.
I'm going to hire a lawyer recommended by the ambassador. He's very capable, so be prepared. And please, never contact me again.
Hey, don't be so unreasonable. Lena, please, forgive me.
It's been a month since then. We got married and divorced in just a month. I've been through a lot, but I'm glad I did this. I told the embassy sons that we got divorced, and they were happy to hear that too. They said, we're going there for a graduation trip, so let's have a party. It's a celebration of cutting ties with the worst man. He was really warm and kind. I want to marry someone like him next time. As for my ex-husband, Julian, there was a complaint from the embassy about his behavior, and people around him gave him the cold shoulder. Of course, the cheating woman from the same workplace too. But they were initially defiant, and I thought they were shameless. Well, it couldn't last long like that. And they were called in by their boss, who said, I can't see any signs of remorse, and I don't think there will be any promotions in the future. It became hard for them to stay there, and they resigned together. On the day of their resignation, something interesting happened. They had a big fight shouting at each other at the entrance and exit of their workplace. The lawyer that the ambassador introduced me to was even better than I imagined. I can get a lot more compensation than I thought. Julian will have trouble paying for a while. It's his own fault, isn't it? Well then, I have to forget about these people quickly and live positively. First, I'll delete all their contact information. Before I do, I'll send them a quick message. When you hurt someone, it comes back to you. It was a good lesson, wasn't it?
Hey, are you up yet? What are you doing now? What's the sudden talk about?
Do you even know what time it is? I don't have time to casually talk with you during this busy morning.
Don't be so irritable. You're not even that cute to begin with.
What? You're calling me at this hour just to pick a fight? You must have a lot of free time on your hands, too. I don't have time to deal with someone like you. I'm cutting this short because it's too much trouble.
Hey, wait a minute. You're so impatient. Didn't you worry when I didn't come home yesterday? It's not uncommon to feel that way.
Alright, I'll listen. So why didn't you come home yesterday?
Oh, I stayed at a girl's house.
I thought it might be something like that. How dare you say it so nonchalantly? What a terrible man you are.
Her name is Mary.
What? Mary? Another new woman? Your cheating habit really isn't going away, is it? It's already a sickness.
Hey, don't speak so badly about her. Mary is my important future wife, you know.
What? Future wife? Are you delusional? You're still married, aren't you? To me. I don't remember getting divorced.
I found true love. I can build a happy family with Mary. Unlike you, Mary is a really good woman.
It's really just a sickness. You're talking about true love and everything, but it's just cheating. Don't you already have someone you swore your love to? Did you know you can't do that with multiple people at the same time? Well, I don't think it'll last long again this time.
No, it won't. Mary isn't like the other women I've been with before.
Is it really necessary to praise your affair partner in front of me, your wife? You're the same despicable man as always. And how can you confidently say this woman is different from all the others you've been with?
Well, you're not much better yourself. My insatiable sex drive is the problem here. You're not enough for me. I am not satisfied with you in any way. Your figure was mediocre, and being intimate with you was just mediocre. Mary, on the other hand, is perfect. She has a stunning figure, big breasts, a tight waist, and smooth skin. She doesn't have any wrinkles or blemishes, you know.
But didn't you complain about my blemishes the other day?
It's clear that old women are no good. The younger the woman, the better. The more I have sex with Mary, the more satisfied I am.
It's really disgusting. You really are an irredeemable man. You only see women as objects to fulfill your sexual desires, and not as human beings with emotions. Is your brain located in your genitals instead of your head? I can't stand this disgusting behavior of yours.
Oh, and don't be jealous of Mary just because you're old.
What? Has your brain and ears rotted as well?
Who said anything about being jealous? I'm just disgusted with you. It's unbecoming to make excuses for losing. Oh, by the way, about the house we're living in together, I'm planning to put it up for sale soon. Excuse me? What did you just say? I'll build a house to live with Mary using that money. It'll be exactly what she wants. Hey, hold on. You can't just talk about future dreams like that when we haven't even gotten a divorce yet. Weren't you the one who initiated it? Oh, and about that divorce papers, I already wrote them up last night after making love to Mary. Can you stop making vulgar comments? Watch your mouth, you scumbag. You have always had a terrible habit of cheating. It's about time you break that bad habit before karma catches up to you. Who do you think you are to lecture me like that? Did you suddenly become God or something? No matter how much you bark, you're still just an old hag whose husband was taken by a younger woman. Be a good loser and stay quiet. What makes you think you're the one with the higher ground? I'll return your words to you. You're just a man with a bad habit of chasing after women. But it doesn't matter anymore. I'm sick of you two, so let's break up already. I never want to see you again. Goodbye. If you had just been obedient from the start, then you might have been a little cute. Well, I'll contact you when I've made the decision to sell the house again. Ugh, I'm disgusted. Selling the house has already been decided without even considering my opinion. But that's my house. Well, that's just how it is. I'm never going back to that house again. I'll be with Mary forever. Goodbye.
Hey, Bob. I finally decided on the plan for my new home today.
Congrats, Allie. That's the dream come true.
I'm really happy. It was tough to choose, but I finally did it. Although we're now in a lot of debt from the mortgage.
Right, we gotta work hard for that.
Oh, by the way, Bob, have you found a job yet? I was waiting for you to tell me, but since we already have the mortgage, I got a little worried.
I was gonna tell you later, but you beat me to it. Don't worry, I found one. The pay isn't great, though. Sorry for worrying you all this time, but it's okay now. I'll start working too.
You got a job? Thank goodness. I'm glad you finally found one. I'm sorry for rushing you earlier, okay? I know you've been working hard to find one, and with the mortgage too, I was getting worried.
You're always so worried, Allie. But really, it's okay now, so don't worry so much. I was actually planning to tell you later today, but you beat me to it.
Sorry about that. But it's not like I didn't trust you, you know? Please don't misunderstand that.
It's okay, Allie. It's my fault for saying such irresponsible things all the time. But now I have a job too. The salary is low, though.
The amount of money doesn't matter as long as there's a job.
Thank you, Allie. I'm really sorry for everything up until now, but I've had a change of heart. I'll work my hardest for you. I love you, Allie.
Bob, thank you for considering our life together. I'm happy. I love you too. Let's keep doing our best together from now on.
When I get to work, I really get into it, you know. You can rely on me. So don't worry.
Yeah, I'm counting on you, Bob.
Oh yeah.
Shall we celebrate then?
Celebrate? What for?
Well, isn't it obvious? You got the job, so we should celebrate. Why don't we go out to eat tonight, just the two of us? I'll treat you.
Oh, tonight? It has to be tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry for the short notice. Did you have something planned for tonight?
Yeah, I made plans to go out for drinks with some friends. Did I not tell you?
Oh, I didn't hear about that. And wait, again? Who are you going with tonight?
My friends from back home.
What? Your hometown friends again?
Hey, why are you getting so upset?
But how many times is this now? Lately, it's been nothing but drinking with your hometown friends. Every day, every week.
It's fine, you know. I also have social obligations, you know.
But the frequency of these gatherings is quite high for just social obligations.
No. The guys I'm going out with tonight are different from the ones last time. You know that I have a wide circle of friends, don't you? Besides, I've been cutting back on these gatherings lately. Despite that, I keep getting invited and can't say no. Everyone just enjoys drinking with me, you know? It's great that everyone loves me so much, and you should be proud too, Allie.
It's good that you have many friends, but when you were unemployed, you kept going to these gatherings, right? And I always paid for those gatherings since you had no income or savings. I worry that you have a sense of money that isn't stable enough for the future. We have to consider the future like paying off loans and saving money. Looks like Allie's worrying has started again. It's okay. I told you not to worry so much earlier, didn't I? Besides, from now on, I'll work hard too. My income will increase, you know. And when work starts, my opportunities to go out with friends will decrease. You know I'm the type of person who values my relationships with my friends, right? So, could you please make an exception for me this time and be a little more lenient? I'm begging you, Allie. Is it really impossible for you to skip this today? I mean, my friends are throwing me a celebration for my new job, and they've even made a reservation at a fancy restaurant. I can't just back out now, can I? That would be unforgivable. I understand, but please, just this once, okay? I haven't told you until now, but we're really struggling financially. With just my income, it's been a tight budget. I know you'll start working too next month, but I really want to start saving. You see? So really, just this once, okay? Please try to be more moderate from now on, okay? I'm not saying don't go out at all. But I'd like you to be more restrained about it. I understand. You don't have to say it so many times, Allie, I know. Once I start working, I'll be tired too, and I won't be able to go out drinking so frequently. I know we have loans and savings to take care of, so it's really just for tonight. Come on, everything will be all right. If you say so, I will really trust you. Thank you, Allie. It's okay. Believe in me. Okay. Anyway, can you give me the money for today's drinking party? I already spent all the allowance you gave me last time. I thought so. I'm sorry. This is the last time, I promise. I'll give it to you when we get home, but really, just this once, okay? I know. You're such a worrier, Allie. I trust you, though, and please don't drink too much, okay? It's okay. I'll leave the house at 5:30, so give me the money by then, okay? Okay. Bob, did the construction company also contact you? They finally finished building our new home. Oh, Allie, they just contacted me too. Finally, it's completed. I'm glad it was finished safely. Oh, that's great news. I'm so happy. Our own home. It looks like they finished it just as we ordered. It's our dream home. It's not a dream, you know. We're moving in next week, by the way. By the way, have you made progress with packing? But I heard you were doing it while I'm at work, but I don't see much progress. I'm doing it properly. I'm sorting out the small items in the closet for now and leaving the big items for later. Okay, that's good to hear. Also, how's your job search going? You could even go to the employment office in between packing, you know? You're still a worrier, Allie. But you suddenly quit your job when we'll need more money in the future. You didn't even consult with me. I'm just worried. I feel bad about that, but didn't I explain that I couldn't stand my boss who was unbearable? And job hunting is going well, so don't worry. I already have about 3 interviews lined up. Well, that's good to hear. But you said you want to buy new furniture like a sofa, curtains, and a bed when we move, right? That will cost a lot of money, you know? I know that. I wish money would just fall from the sky. You're saying that again. That's not gonna happen, you know? Well, I also wish it could happen, right? But that's never going to happen. So let's work hard and save money little by little. Work hard and save diligently. We'll surely be fine if we do that. That's important. Let's do our best together. Oh, Allie, I came up with a good idea. What? A good idea? I'm thinking we should have a housewarming party for the new place. We could even get some gift money from everyone there. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm serious, this is a great idea. I have a lot of friends, so I'll invite them all. They'll all give us gift money, right? We'll be rolling in it. That's a nice idea. You think so too, don't you, Allie? What? But isn't it rude to invite your friends for just the gift money? What are you talking about? Is there any reason to be rude? My friends are excited to see the new place and have been asking to be invited. Giving a gift is just a common courtesy. It's totally fine. No, but when should we have the housewarming party? All right, this is it. We'll get a lot of money from it.
We can buy plenty of nice furniture, and you'll be happy too, Allie. But I don't want to invite too many people and have our brand new house get dirty. There you go again, being so uptight, Allie. It's fine, since it's a celebration. Isn't it more fun to have a large group of people to have a good time? We're not kids anymore, so we won't break or mess the house up like that. If it gets dirty or damaged, we can just charge for repairs. But it's not that simple. Allie is serious like that. That's why you don't have many friends. They're coming to celebrate our new home, aren't they? You need to have a broad-minded attitude to overlook things a little bit, or else your relationships with people won't work out well. A party is about having fun and enjoying yourself. All right, I understand.
Bob. Hey, Bob. Where are you now? This is just unacceptable, isn't it?
Huh? What's wrong? What happened?
Did something happen? You said you wanted to show your friends around, and I did my best to entertain them despite being tired from work and moving, but this mess is just too much. You too, after making a fuss with your friends, you just left without cleaning up. Hey, where are you now? Come back now!
Right now is impossible. I'm currently at a bar in the city for the after party. It's a pretty lively place. Oh, how about if you come? It's fun!
How can you be so carefree? You know about this tragedy too, right? There are scattered leftovers and beer cans thrown all over the place. It's such a mess in our new home. You can't go drinking without finishing the cleanup.
What's wrong? You're not feeling it? Everyone said they had a good time, didn't they?
I don't care about that anymore. You need to come back right now and help me clean up.
But I told you it's impossible. We're all having fun, and you can't just leave as the main attraction. You know that, right? Oh, and as for the drinks here, I'll pay for everything.
Wait, what? Hold on a second. You're paying for everything?
Yeah, everything.
Are you kidding me? Why should the main attraction have to pay for everything? That's not right. And where are you even getting that kind of money from?
Come on, you're a responsible person. But they came all the way to celebrate with us, didn't they? We need to show them our gratitude.
That's why I prepared so much food and drinks for everyone.
That's just for the first part, right? We need to show gratitude for the second part too, since they went to the trouble of setting it up.
But where are you getting all this money from?
We got some money as gifts, didn't we? I have all of it now. I'll pay for it in exchange.
What? You're saying something completely different from what you said earlier. Wasn't that celebration money supposed to be used for various expenses related to moving? And how much do you think it would cost to pay for everyone in that group?
Allie, let's not talk about such serious things in this happy occasion. Well then, that's the situation.
Hey, Bob! Come on, Bob!
I'm disgusted. I won't give you any more money in the future. I'll consider your future lifestyle as well.
Hey, what time do you think it is right now? You didn't even bother to contact me and came back home in the morning?
Jeez, you're so noisy. Stop prying into my life like that. Isn't it time for you to go to work already? Hurry up and get going.
Listen, if you're a married couple, isn't it only natural for the wife to worry when the husband doesn't come home or contact her for a whole night? I think the wife has a right to ask where you were and what you were doing.
You always come at me with your moral arguments. Yesterday, after the company drinking party, I got drunk and stayed over at a colleague's house. See? I've confessed everything, so it's fine now.
After the company's drinking party at a colleague's house?
That's right. Do you have any more complaints?
No, I don't have any complaints, if that's really what happened.
What? Are you still doubting me?
Actually, I just received a call from your boss.
What? The boss?
He's been having trouble with you because you've been absent without permission a lot lately and not doing your job properly. He's worried because you haven't shown up for work today either. What's going on? You say you go to work every day, but where are you? And what are you doing?
I mean, I've been given a lot of field work lately, you know? Before going to the workplace, I go to the clients' places. That's why I haven't met with my boss.
Uh-huh, I see.
Believe me, Allie.
So, what are you going to do today? Are you going to continue with the field work?
Well, the thing is, I drank too much yesterday and have a hangover headache, so I was thinking of taking a day off today.
What? You're taking a day off today? Is that even okay? You were just hired by this company, and if you keep taking time off like this, you'll get fired.
I'm not just taking time off all the time. I work properly, and everyone says that I'm capable of doing my job. I'm capable. I'm not going to get fired. If you really have the ability, that's great. What did you say? Can you stop getting angry and listen? I'm the one who wants to be angry here. I was so embarrassed to receive a call from your boss. I thought my face was going to catch on fire. You're not a child, and I'm not your mother. And the colleague you stayed with yesterday, wasn't she a woman? So what if she was? Yeah, she's a woman. But listen, there's nothing suspicious going on like you're thinking. She's just a woman I met at the bar yesterday, and she took care of me since I drank too much. There's absolutely no physical relationship between us. I can't believe you're saying that. There's no way I can trust your words. How many times have you lied to me like this before? Instead of making excuses, come back home right now and go to work quickly. Got it? Hey, Allie, it's your fault, isn't it? You damn woman! Whoa, what's going on so suddenly? You're so noisy. Do you need something? Don't play dumb. It's you, the one who said all kinds of things to my company. I was suddenly told to quit the company and give you all my retirement money. What the hell is going on? Huh? I just told the truth as it was. The truth, huh? Did you think I didn't prepare anything before my divorce? You're a really naive guy. It's your fault, isn't it? If you have a problem, why don't you just talk to me directly? But you went to the company and demanded all of my retirement money. You're annoying. Can you stop screaming over the phone? That's like the howl of a loser. What did you say? Anyway, what's this about giving you my retirement money? That's obvious, isn't it? Let me explain since you don't seem to know. If a husband is at fault for a divorce, he must pay his wife compensation. Since it's your cheating that caused the divorce, you should definitely pay compensation, right? But since you're reckless with money, it would be difficult to collect monthly payments from you. So I thought it would be better to get a lump sum payment from your retirement allowance. Isn't that a great idea? You stop messing around! Oh, I am not messing around, you know. Oh, and by the way, I received the divorce papers from you, so I'll file them next week. You told me to go ahead and file them, right? So I'll take care of it for you. I'm so glad that I'll finally be able to live free from you and move on with my life. It feels so refreshing. I won't give you a single penny of my retirement allowance. Are you really saying that seriously? You're such an idiot. Well, it can't be helped. After all, you're just a man with a brain between your legs. Don't you dare insult me like that. Listen. Have you even thought about why I would have control over your resignation and severance pay? What do you mean? Well, even if we set aside the issue of severance pay, don't you think that as your wife, I have the right to decide whether you keep your job or not? What have you done? Oh, come on now. Don't make me out to be some sort of villain. Actually, my company bought your company. Your company became a subsidiary of my company. And, of course, it was my decision. What? Why do you have the right to do that? Unlike you, I worked very hard at my job, didn't I? That achievement was recognized and I became an executive of the company. How about that? Amazing, right? What? I didn't even know the company was being bought. Of course you didn't. How could information like that get to an incompetent, low-level employee who doesn't even come to work properly? That's a lie. There's no way. Anyway, that's the situation. So, hurry up and quit your job, and give me all of your retirement benefits. Bye! Hey, wait a minute! Allie, we're not finished talking yet! Allie! Allie, I'm sorry, Allie. Please listen to me again. I'm begging you, Allie. Hey, don't ignore me. I've been the one at fault all along, really. I sincerely regret it. So please don't talk about divorce. I'll change my ways, stop cheating, and work hard for real. Hey, Allie! Missed call. Missed call. Missed call. Hey, Allie, don't ignore me. Hey, what's been up with you lately? It's creepy. Allie, you finally responded. Hey, I'll do my best one more time. Could you help me out a bit so I can stay at the company? Please, you're the only one I can ask now. And if I become an executive, we'll be a married couple on the board, right? Then our salary will increase even more, won't it? We can live a luxurious life as a couple. See, it's a great idea, isn't it? Let's live together in peace again like we used to. Of course, I'm not talking about becoming an executive right away. I'll work hard from now on. So, in a year, Allie, could you work to help me become an executive? Right? It's a good idea, Allie. I don't even know where to begin. But are you really an idiot? How can you say such nonsense? Oh, Allie, by the way, you say give me a chance, but I give you 4 years of chances. What were you doing during that time? I always believed in you, that you would change someday, but you took advantage of my heart, and instead of getting better, you just got worse every year. And now you want another chance, right? And you only say things that are convenient for you. Stop kidding around already. I'm sorry. I'll really change my ways and work hard this time. I'm saying I can't believe those words anymore. And from the looks of it, you still haven't realized something. You know that house I built? It's not a joint loan or anything. It's all my loan, so that house is mine. What? Are you lying? It's true. When we tried to get a loan, it didn't pass the screening under your name. Well, of course not. That's why the house is under my name. You were so adamant about selling the house and building a new one with the money. But from the beginning, that was never possible. Honestly, you're so stupid. I can't believe it. So what about the new house? Is it for me and Mary? You were lying about everything earlier, weren't you? You have no intention of breaking up with your affair partner. You were just planning to deceive me again and indulge in your affair. Don't you understand that it won't work out? Oh, it's not like that, Allie. It's useless to say anything now. Your dismissal has been officially decided within the company, and of course, I will be seeking compensation for the infidelity. Allie, please, not just the retirement money. We were planning on selling the house for money, so I have no savings. If they take away my retirement pay, I won't be able to survive. I don't know anything about that. Come on, please. Well, forget about the retirement pay. Your retirement pay wouldn't even cover 1 month of my salary. You can keep that small amount of money. Allie, thank you. Also, could you lend me a little more money? I'll definitely pay you back when I get my new job. Mary and I are broke, so please help us. You know what kind of person you are, right? You're shameless, you damn man. Please, Allie. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me what happens to you. I don't have any spare money to lend you. Come on, Allie. The other woman is also pitiable. She got caught up with a scumbag like you. Instead of paying the damages, don't appear in front of me again. Don't contact me either. Goodbye. Wait, Allie! Missed call. Missed call. Missed call. Could you stop coming to my house and making noise outside, please? Who do you think you are, saying things like, let's talk again, or I love you? Because you aren't answering the phone. I've already reported you to the police. Stay in the cage for the rest of your life. Bob, who was making a racket outside the house, was taken away by the police. Later, Bob and his mistress had a dispute over money and broke up. It seems that even their meager retirement savings were quickly depleted. I am now living a lively life, as if I've regained the 4 years that were troubled by Bob. By the way, the other day, I saw a homeless man who looked just like Bob in the neighboring town where I happened to visit for work. I'm not interested in whether it was really him or not. I don't care. Today, I'll continue living under the blue sky, riding my beloved bright red Lamborghini.
Missed call. Missed call. Laura, where are you now? Missed call. Laura, please, answer the phone. Hey, what? I've missed so many calls from you. Maybe you found out. Laura, good, you finally picked up. Where the hell are you now? Guess where I am? Stop joking around. Hey, don't be angry. Is it that important to you? I think it's better not to know. Tell me quickly. Don't be in such a hurry. I will tell you. I'm having dinner at a high-end French restaurant as we speak. With your fiancé. Huh? So don't disturb me. You're aware of our relationship, aren't you? Well, no. The reason for my calls was something completely different. I had no idea this was going to happen. Oh, really? Oh my God, I thought you had seen us. You're really dull. You haven't realised it yet? What? You're so ignorant. You really thought it would not happen to you? Well, I'll tell you everything. I thought it was about time I told you anyway. What do you mean? Your fiancé and I have been seeing each other behind your back. It's been 2 years now. Laura, you know we're getting married soon, right? Absolutely. I was so happy for you. Then why are you doing this? I thought you were my best friend, but you're the worst. Calm down, don't be so angry. Of course, I'm not a demon either, so I can't stay like this forever. I'll give him back to you before the wedding, so as not to interfere with your marriage. What do you mean you will give him back? Do you even realise what you've done? I really don't understand how you can sleep with your best friend's fiancé. You are an asshole. Oh my God, you're so angry. You've been so wrapped up in your own happy little world that you never even noticed your fiancé is not by your side. Oh, you're scary. You just keep doing your errands. And please, don't disturb our date anymore. I'm a little far away today, so I'm going to stay with him. I think I'll be back the day after tomorrow. Oh, I can't believe that's what you're up to. What is going to happen now? You're a loser. Laura, the reason I phoned was to let you know that your house was on fire.
Huh? Hey, what? What are you talking about?
Your house is on fire.
You are lying.
Do you think I'd lie about this? This is rich. You're on a fun trip with my fiancé right now. How the wheel turns. You are cheating on your best friend, and now your house is on fire.
Ellie, it's a lie, right? There's no use trying to threaten me with that.
It's not a lie. Now that you've shown me who you are, I just don't care anymore. I will tell the others not to worry about you. As you said, I will not disturb you any longer.
Wait a minute. Wait, is it really true? Is my house really on fire? Hey, Elena! Missed call. Elena, answer! Is it really burning? Don't tell everyone. Missed call. Elena!
Hey, Elena, is it true that Laura's house is on fire? What? Is that what you have to say to me? Laura is very distraught right now. Is it really on fire? So you admit you're with Laura and you're cheating. That doesn't matter now. I'm asking if there is a fire. What would you do if I told you? Right now, Laura is freaking out and can't handle it. You're ruining our trip. You didn't set it up, did you? This fun trip is going down the drain because of your call. You're a useless person. I'm engaged to a man like this. My standards have dropped. What? It's true. There was a fire. The fire was so fast that Laura's whole room burnt down. Only her room was destroyed. The other rooms in the apartment were safe. Fortunately, no one was injured. Oh no, I didn't think it was true. When are you coming back? Apparently the landlord and the fire department need to talk to Laura as the owner of the room. And you need to talk to me about cheating on me, right? I can't do that. Huh? Laura's house burned down, remember? She's so distraught. Someone has to be there for her, poor thing. You say we're going to talk, but that's not the issue right now. No, your own house burnt down, didn't it? There will be things that need to be done in a hurry. Elena, you are cold. Laura is your best friend, isn't she? How can you even say that? Aren't you worried about her? That woman was the one who cuckolded her best friend's fiancé. Well, the past is behind us. She is not my best friend. Laura is now my fiancé's cheating partner. I can't believe it. Can you only think about yourself at a time like this? I cannot understand you. Right back at you. How dare you put yourself on a pedestal and say such a thing? We're not going back. Well, you deal with this on your own now. I can't deal with an idiot. Do as you like.
Hey, Elena, listen and listen. We got married. What's wrong? Surprised and unable to speak?
Yes, I can't believe my ears.
Actually, after you contacted me, I thought, oh well, my house is destroyed and there is nothing I can do about it now. So we went on our trip as planned. I was feeling so down, so he proposed to me. And today when we came back from the trip, we filed our marriage registration. I really enjoyed the trip and never thought he would propose to me. My house burned down, but I got married because of it, so I'm really lucky.
I see. That's good. I would never choose a guy who would cheat on my fiancé's best friend during an engagement.
Stop being such a loser. It's ugly. You look so miserable. Besides, it's your own fault he cheated on you. You prioritise work over him. You're cold. You're less cute than me. You are so dull. So he ran to me out of disgust for you.
Well, if you think so, that's fine. But this is a broken engagement due to a blatant act of infidelity, so the two of you will be required to pay alimony.
Huh? Wait a minute. You're trying to get alimony from your poor best friend who's shocked that her house burnt down? What a piece of work you are.
But you are not shocked. Didn't you say you were lucky?
That's that. This is this. Elena, you're a really cold woman.
Say whatever you want. And it's good that you married my fiancé as you wanted. Good luck with all the trouble lying ahead of you.
Huh? What do you mean? Are you talking about losing again? It's just too much to carry on like this.
Let me tell you more about your stupid best friend who doesn't understand anything.
Huh? What did you say? Who's an idiot?
I just told your colleagues at your company what you've done.
Huh? What? What?
I told everyone how depressed you must be that your house burnt down. Everyone was so worried that I was heartbroken, so that's why I said it.
Elena, you can't be...
Laura is now happily travelling with my fiancé.
Huh? Why do you say such superfluous things?
Because it's your fault. You had cut off all contact from your place of work during your trip. So all the people in the company were asking me if you were okay. I had no choice but to tell them that you were having a fancy dinner with my fiancé. I told everyone on your behalf not to contact you because they would get in the way.
Why would you say such a thing?
Look, I dined with your colleagues once before, right? We exchanged contact information at that time. Everyone in the company was surprised. They never thought you would have stolen your best friend's fiancé right before your own wedding. They were so disgusted with your behaviour. Well, of course they were. It's a normal reaction.
Oh my God! You didn't have to say that. I can't go to work anymore. What are you going to do?
You brought this on yourself, didn't you? There is a saying, you reap what you sow.
You're so cold.
Oh, really? Oh, there is more. His parents are very surprised and are going to George's house now to get more details from you two.
Is there any more you want to tell me?
I explained the situation to George's parents.
What?
I've invited my parents too. When we're all there, we can start discussing the responsibility of breaking off the engagement.
Why me too? It's none of my business. It's between the two of you. Leave me out of it.
You don't seem to realise that you are George's lover.
I'm already George's wife.
Talking to you gives me a headache. If you were his wife, wouldn't this be a great opportunity to meet your husband's parents?
Oh, yes. I'll have to buy them some gifts. Hey, what do George's parents like?
I'm beyond amazed at your optimism and naivety. I hope I am never like you. Anyway, you should come over to George's house.
Yes, I'm his wife. Hey, Elena, please, help me. I can't live like this anymore. Please.
Oh, Laura, what's wrong all of a sudden?
Please, I can't live like this anymore. So, I want the alimony I paid you back.
Why do you have so little money? When you paid me alimony, you spat out the words,
I'll gladly pay if I can get rid of you for such a small amount of money. Actually, I forgot to renew the fire insurance for my apartment, so I was uninsured when the fire broke out. But the landlord told me to pay for all the repairs because the fire was caused by me. So I had to pay $730,000. I can't pay that much money.
Why don't you work and pay it back?
You're terrible. You know I can't work there anymore. Because you said all those unnecessary things to them. They all hate me and they keep looking at me with distrust.
Oh, is that why you quit?
What? You say that on purpose?
Well, why don't you ask George to pay for it? Besides, the fire was caused because he was careless with his cigarette, wasn't it?
George doesn't have any money either. Because you charged him so much money, his savings account is empty.
My bill is justified.
That's also what the lawyer said.
His parents agreed with me too. On the contrary, they said it's still too little.
Please, Elena, I'm really in trouble. So give me back the alimony I gave you.
I can't. I've already spent $22,000 of your alimony.
Oh, no. Hey, you can't do that.
Missed calls.
Hey, Elena, listen to me.
Missed calls.
Hey, Elena.
Sorry, Elena. I apologise for what I've done so far, so please, help me. I can't do it anymore. Oh, isn't it, George? You're still a couple of smartasses asking me for help. Elena, it's understandable that you're angry. I was all wrong. I'm going to apologise, so please help me. I can't afford to pay for repairs anymore, and I'm sick of babysitting the unemployed Laura. And we don't have a place to live. Oh, why? What happened to your room? Actually, I contacted the real estate agent that I would have more housemates because I got married, but they found out that I had set Laura's room on fire. And they told me I couldn't rent a room due to a credit problem and that I should leave within a week. I've been to other real estate agents, but apparently the news has spread like wildfire and no one will rent out an apartment to me. So why are you relying on me? Shouldn't you turn to your parents first? I told my parents, but they got mad at me for borrowing money so often since we got married, and they disowned me, saying, "We can't take care of you anymore. I'm leaving Laura now. Please, just help me. You're such an asshole, abandoning people like that when things get inconvenient." Don't say that. You and I were engaged once, remember? And, Elena, you still haven't gotten over me, have you? Where the hell does that confidence come from? That's disgusting. I can't live with you. I moved out. I moved out of the apartment I was living in with you and into a tower apartment for a fresh start. I could live there with you. No, you are so brazen. I have no feelings for you anymore. I didn't have any material desires to begin with. I had a lot of savings and I got a lot of alimony from you guys, so I took the plunge and bought a townhouse. I'm very comfortable here. I enjoy my life and I am far happier than when I was with you. Why would I spoil all of that and invite you here? I don't ever want to see you here again. Elena, please, I beg you, I'll do anything. Just let me in the door. No. Goodbye. Elena. Wait a minute. Missed call. Missed call. Calm down. Let's talk again, Elena. Laura and George managed to find a place to live and work, and the couple moved in there. The pay is meagre. They live on the bare minimum every day. They are still in debt for all the repairs to the apartment they burned down. Recently, they have been thinking about changing jobs, but their quality of life is not improving, and they are far from living a happy life.
Is this Fiona's account?
Oh, yes, but...
Right! My guess was right! This picture is your profile, right? You're so plain and have no presence. Such a common type of person. I was wondering what type of woman gets cheated on, but I guess I was right.
We've never met before, have we? I don't deserve to have my appearance judged by you. Who are you? Besides, what do you mean by cheating?
I'm Lucy. I'm marrying your fiancé. I looked for your contact information in his phone's history.
Wait a minute. I don't understand the word marrying your fiancé.
Are you playing dumb? It's about Wade.
Wade?
Yes, I'm going to marry Wade.
Can I confirm? What is Wade's last name?
Rogers.
It's the same name as my fiancé.
I've told you many times. I went out of my way to preface this with your fiancé, so who else could it be? Wade Rogers is going to marry me.
Hey, what are you talking about? I've been dating Wade for years. We've already set the date for our wedding. We've given out the invitations, preparations are mostly done, and all we have to do is wait for the day. No one would come this far and suddenly marry someone else. What are you trying to do joking like that?
What am I trying to do? Wade says he wants to marry me.
Do I need anything else besides that fact? Come on, the wedding is in 2 months. Don't disturb us.
Oh my, you're getting so worked up. You've been dating him for years and you didn't even know that he was cheating on you? How could you be so blind?
There is no way he would cheat on me. I've always believed in him.
Rather than believing him, I guess you just didn't understand his expression and feelings properly. I had to listen to him goof on you every time we went out on a date.
What? Wade did that?
We're half cohabitating right now, so I can melt away his stress anytime. He's really relaxed, except for when he's in contact with you.
I can't believe you're almost living together. Is that why we haven't been in touch or dated much lately?
You really are blind. I wonder if Wade really wanted to marry you.
What? Wade?
You were on the verge of getting married to a high-income elite man, but you were intercepted at the last minute. Your marriageable age is about to end, and you can't help but feel miserable that you don't even realize your fiancé has been taken. So I have a request for you. Wade proposed to me. He doesn't have feelings for you anymore. And he says he loves me and wants to make me happy. Wade and I are serious about this relationship, so will you please step back?
But I've only heard from you for now. I have to hear it from Wade himself.
Whether you agree or not, he no longer has feelings for you.
I get it. Well, I'll try to get in touch with him directly and talk to him. So why don't you give me some time?
Yes, I don't mind. Wade says he doesn't want to be involved with you anymore, so I don't know if you can talk about it. But if that makes you feel better, go ahead. Hey, when are you going to break up with him? I want to get married to Wade as soon as possible.
I've been calling Wade, but he hasn't answered or responded to my emails, and he doesn't call me back. I want to know how he really feels.
Is that your true intention? Maybe you just don't want to let him go because he's a good catch and you're trying to prolong the breakup until the wedding. There's no point in doing that if he doesn't show up to the wedding.
I'm not that low-minded. I just wanted to talk it over and make sure it's all settled since I once vowed to share my life with him.
Oh, really? Wade seems to be tired of your phone calls.
Hey, you said you are almost living together. Is Wade there with you now?
Yes. After I talked to you the other day, we started living together in earnest. I'm so happy we could be together all the time. We can nurture love every day. Are you still going to try to tie him down?
I don't mean to tie him down. I just can't accept that it ends without hearing anything from him. I don't want to get angry with him. I just want to talk to him once. Why don't you ask why he avoids talking to me so much?
Wade said, I don't want to talk to Fiona anymore. I want her to stop calling. That's what he says.
Huh. Right. I wanted to at least ask him what he didn't like about me. If we can't even talk about it, then there's nothing more I can do. I'm not convinced, but I'm breaking up with Wade.
Yes! You're finally free, Wade! Anyone would be fed up if you're so persistent.
Yes. I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to him, but I'm ending our relationship. From now on, he's all yours.
Well, maybe I'll buy an engagement ring.
Missed call. What is it? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Hey, I know it's you. Why did you have to do that? How come Wade's parents know that you guys broke off your engagement because we had an affair? They were so mad at us. You've already broken up with Wade, so you're a stranger. Stay out of our lives.
They asked me, it was close to the wedding, so why did you two suddenly break up? So I just answered honestly. As I said before, you guys cheated on me, so don't take it out on me.
You could have just said that you were the one who broke the engagement. Don't make it difficult for me.
I didn't break the engagement, and I had no reason to. You're the one who tried to force the trouble on me just now.
Shut up! You have nothing to lose, so you can carry that much. Why bother contacting your ex-fiancé's parents?
His parents were so kind to me that I just wanted to say goodbye. Besides, since they were going to attend the wedding, it's natural to greet them with the loss of the ceremony.
You say like that, but you are using Wade's parents to tear us apart, aren't you?
I've already told you I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested in you anymore, and I don't want to get involved. So much that it never occurred to me to even harass you. Don't you think it's a terrible trick to steal someone else's fiancé?
Wade and I really liked each other. There's nothing wrong with that.
I am stunned.
You just didn't want to let go of a good catch because Wade is kind, handsome, and well-earned, right?
No. Not only on the outside, but I loved him seriously. You say that, but you met Wade on such good terms that you cheated on him to get him, even if it meant tearing things up with me, didn't you?
Oh, what are you talking about? Don't be kidding.
Yes, I understand.
Like I said, I'm not interested in you or Wade anymore. Don't contact me anymore. Be happy. Missed call. Missed call.
Hey! What kind of nerve do you have to ignore me?
What? I was at work. How many times do I have to tell you there's nothing to talk about anymore?
Yes, I don't even want to think about you if I could. So why is the wedding canceled?
What? What are you talking about?
I'm asking why you canceled the ceremony. If you hadn't canceled, I could have had a gorgeous wedding for free.
What kind of thought process is that? Wade and I broke up, so it's normal to cancel, isn't it?
But just because the bride has changed doesn't change the fact that Wade is getting married. Oh, maybe you couldn't allow us to be the ones happy. That's why you reported it to Wade's parents and canceled our ceremony. You're a really bad person. He cheated on you because you have such a personality.
Huh. Feel free to say that I have a bad personality or not. But for now, I understand how stupid you are and how little common sense you have.
Huh? Oh my God.
You should think a little more about your position. You seem to want to justify what you did, but to others, it's just cheating. And it ruined people's lives.
Oh, so what? If it makes Wade and I happy, that's fine.
Yes. So there's nothing wrong with asking two happy people for alimony, right? I'm going to charge you alimony for cheating, and I'll charge Wade alimony and cancellation fees.
What? I've already assumed that. That's not going to get in our way. Because Wade is well paid. We can afford to pay alimony.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I'll contact you through my lawyer later on.
Yes, go ahead. I got my bill.
Oh, I'm glad it arrived safely. I wonder if you're satisfied with the amount?
I haven't seen the amount. I haven't opened the seal, because Wade will pay it quickly and it is over. Should I give this to him?
Yes. I think it says the payment is due at the end of the next month. Don't forget to pay.
Well, as a housewife, I'll do that properly.
Oh, did you quit your job?
Of course. Wade works hard to earn money, so it's my job to keep the house clean and make delicious food to welcome him home.
Yes, but you should also look for a job.
What are you talking about? I don't need to do that. We can afford to live on Wade's income alone, and we have savings, so we don't have any problems.
Oh, don't you know Wade's current situation when you're about to get married? He's going to be fired soon.
Huh? What are you talking about? He can't get fired. He's a promising elite employee with a confirmed promotion.
Well, yes, he was a manager at a big company not long ago, and he was earning a lot of money, but he was embezzling the company's money. They found out about it, and now he's demoted. He'll lose his job in a few days.
That's a lie! Embezzlement? I didn't know that!
He has too much pride, so maybe the reason his income seemed so high was because he embezzled so much. Because of his personality, I don't think he would bother to tell you honestly that he was embezzling company's money. I think the company is probably considering a court case or claim for compensation by now.
I don't care if it's alimony to you, but even paying the company?
With that in mind, why don't you open the bill envelope?
Well, that's about it. What is this amount? I'm already laughing. You can't buy love and happiness with money at all, can you? I can't believe you think money equals happiness. What a sad person.
Really? I consulted with a lawyer and asked him to calculate the average price for an infidelity engagement. Can't you pay? You were laughing so much.
Oh, well, I can't afford to pay such a ridiculous amount for a wedding cancellation. This is absolute padding. It's an illegal charge.
No, it's the exact amount as the cancellation fee. I told you, Wade is too full of pride. He wanted the ceremony to be gorgeous, and he was eager to add options to this and that.
And the cancellation was just before the ceremony, so it's a fair price. I can send you a copy of the receipt since I'm paying temporarily.
Really? If we pay this amount as it is, we may end up with a negative bank account. And if he loses his income and title as an executive of a big company...
Yes, I'm sure you'll lose everything and it's going to be tough in the future.
You make light of it because it's someone else's business. It's completely different from what I heard. If you knew, why didn't you tell me sooner?
You were so arrogant to me and ruined my life, you know? I'm not going to extend a helping hand to an enemy. I'm a bad person, right? Well, you're not smart, so I'll tell you what. This kind of thing is called what goes around comes around.
Don't make fun of me.
See you soon.
Hey, wait!
Lucy said she can afford alimony, so I sent her a bill to have all the alimony and cancellation fees to be paid in full. I heard that they were broke at that point, but the company sued them for embezzlement and they were asked for damages. Apparently, the money he was embezzling was to spend on dates with Lucy and to show that he had larger savings than he really had, which would mean she was half complicit in the embezzlement. Lucy had quit her job, so she had no source of income, so the two of them ended up in debt. It was unintentional, but by telling Wade's parents about the cause of the breakup, they are working hard every day to pay back the money under his parents' supervision. They seem to really want to get married at the risk of cheating, but for some reason, they are not officially married yet. I guess the marriage talk will be postponed until they can pay off the debt. So much that who knows when they will pay it all back.
Hi, I'm Sophie. And you? Well, you must be the wife.
Huh? Sorry, but who are you looking for? Have we met before? I don't think I know your name.
It's the first time I've met you. You're Tad's wife, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am, but who are you?
Well, this might come as a shock to you, but here is my request. I want you to break up with Tad. I'm dating Tad.
You are what? You're dating him? What do you mean you are dating him? He is my husband. Are you saying you are having an affair with my husband?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's been quite a few months already. He has promised to marry me.
A promise of marriage? Do you know what you are saying? He is a married man. I am his wife.
Yes, I know. But Tad and I are also in a serious relationship. Honestly, Tad does not know I'm contacting you right now. The other day, while Tad was taking a shower at the hotel, he received a line message from you on his phone, so I sent your contact information to my phone.
Wait, at the hotel? What? I can't believe what you're saying to me. It makes me sick. Tad, you were lying.
You sound so surprised, and yet Tad complains about his marriage life to me almost every day. What you might not realize is that when you talk about work, it sounds like you're constantly bragging. Don't you realize how stressful that is to him? He has always felt he was being looked down upon.
Well, I didn't mean to.
You are a graduate of a famous elite university, and you work for a big company that everyone knows, right? And I hear you're in a position of some power. So if he has to hear such sarcastic bragging from you every day, he's not gonna like that. Sweet Tad. Any good wife would change her job. Maybe something more suitable like a part-time job, a stay-at-home mom. At least then you'll be able to pay more attention to your husband and his image.
I have never wanted to be nasty or condescending. I'm working with the career I've built up so far. Yes, I work hard, but it is to make our family life easier.
Tad isn't looking for an easy life. What he wants is to be free from you. I'll say it again. Get divorced.
No, I don't want a divorce.
Let me assure you, Tad is very happy when he's on a date with me. But as soon as he gets home, he's so gloomy. It's as if he needs to report a mistake to his boss. You know what? It's painful for him to see you. When he is with me, he can relax, have fun, a life of dates and presents. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you went on a date with Tad?
The last time I went on a date with Tad was...
You can't even remember, can you? Tad takes me to his favorite shops and fancy restaurants almost every day, and he showers me with gifts.
Are you saying Tad is with you every day? He comes home late every night saying he's so busy at work. We rarely go out together. I assumed it was because he is so tired, even during the holidays. Before we got married and as newlyweds, we used to date, travel, and get gifts.
You still don't understand? Coming home late because he is supposedly at work is just a disguise for his cheating time.
Well, I realize that now. I just believe Tad.
You didn't believe it. You were naive. You probably speak so little at home, the bare minimum. So wrapped up in yourself, you didn't even notice his suspicious behavior. He is having an affair right under your nose, and you didn't even realize it.
No, I see that now.
I guess so. All his hard-earned cash he spends on me. No matter how you think about it, Tad doesn't have feelings for you anymore. He's preoccupied with me. He has no love for you. He cheats on you every day. Surely that's reason enough for a divorce, right? Just think about it.
Well, I must go see Tad. I'll talk to him.
Yes, well, I will be right here waiting.
Tad, we need to talk.
What's up, Claire?
I'll just come out and say it. You're cheating, aren't you?
No, what are you talking about? Saying such a stupid thing.
Someone named Sophie contacted me. She's asking me to divorce you.
Sophie? Why does she have your contact information?
When you went to the hotel with her, she was able to see your phone screen.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's no point in denying it. I'm sorry, I lied. But the truth is I love Sophie. So, Claire, I want you to break up.
So it's true. We are married and you have feelings for another woman? I don't understand how that woman, too, could be so unfeeling and mess with someone's husband. I don't understand it at all.
Don't say anything bad about her. You must have realized there was something wrong with you.
Are you really going to protect that woman?
Claire, I wanted to have children, but it's been 8 years since we've been married and still nothing. My mother always told me, if you can't have children, give up sooner than later or you're just wasting your time. I begged my mother not to say anything to you about children. I didn't want you to know.
I thought I was getting along with your parents.
You have always been so stressed out from all the running around for work that you couldn't have kids.
You're wrong. Yes, it's hard work, but it's also a lot of fun.
And if you get pregnant, do you think it will be easy for you as a manager to stay at home or at least take a break? Sophie is still young and wants to be a stay-at-home mom. We will have a good environment for raising our children. As a man, it's always better for my image to be with a beautiful and young woman.
It is one thing for you to go so far as to say it's me, my body, my lifestyle that makes it difficult for me to conceive and give you children. But that's not all there is to this, is it, Tad? You feel I'm looking down on you, isn't that the truth?
Yes, it is the truth. When I come home tired from work, you tell me stories and experiences at work that I have no idea of. It has been hard for me. It was as if you were saying, you don't know about all these things, you incompetent man.
I don't think so at all. I love my job and I just keep working because I could travel, save up for my kids, and make life a little easier.
So what? Trust me, there's nothing attractive about a woman who looks down on a man. It's different with Sophie. She relies on me in that respect. The man stands in the front. The wife takes a step back and she follows. It's exactly the way it should be.
I see.
Oh, you don't know what it feels like. My parents keep asking me, when will we have our first child, their first grandchild? But I've kept it to myself for 8 years. My mom was right. It's a waste of time.
That's so terrible. You can't say that. Then it would have been so much better if you had just divorced me quickly, written it off to a personality disagreement or anything else. But why cheat on me?
If I just divorced you with no explanation, what would you have been? If I never gave you the opportunity to have a family, what would I look like? You would just be a lonely old businesswoman. Besides, I was in love with you once. At least in this way I did it with mercy. I gave you a chance.
Oh, don't say that. I won't believe you for a minute saying you only thought of me. But I'm glad I heard your true feelings today. Now we can get divorced without any regrets.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you understood. So let's move on to divorce.
Claire, you agreed to get a divorce?
Wow, news travels fast.
Yes, Tad informed me that he had just agreed to divorce you. So when will the divorce be finalized? If you need any proof of cheating, I'll give it to you and I'll pay you alimony.
What is this? You are weirdly supportive. It's creepy.
Well, I am the one who asked you to divorce him, and I want it finalized as quickly as possible. I want to marry him. Tad is needed in the company. He is about to get a promotion, and he is making a good amount of money, so he'll pay it off soon. Oh, you look surprised.
You had such a cold relationship with Tad. I see you didn't know that. Yes, well, thank you for informing me on these things. I will inform the president of the other side.
You mean the president of Tad's company? What do you mean?
The company I worked for is an important client of Tad's company, and we are currently working on the teams with each other to sign a big contract, and I'm the one to make the final decision. I'm going to have to call off this deal and all the ones we've had. Naturally, Tad would be fired as a matter of responsibility.
I didn't know about that. You should do the right thing and get out of the company.
You're so selfish. Why? I'm not doing anything wrong. This is just something I have to do.
Well, you threaten all you want. We have a reserve, some savings. I guess Tad expected something like this to happen. When he leaves his current company, he is going to start a new business. Soon it will be bigger than your company.
Oh, I am sure. More than our company. I hope it works.
Hi, ex-wife. I filed the marriage registration with him today. We officially became a couple.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks. We're well prepared to start our own business. Sure, we are living with Tad's parents at the moment, but hey, I am sure all my dreams will come true. Soon we will live in the Tower Mansion, on the top floor. If that's where we'll end up, I could put up with living with my in-laws for a while. And we're going to have our wedding in Dubai. If you insist, we can invite you to Tad's friends table, okay?
Oh, can you afford that? Isn't it impossible to have a ceremony with only relatives nearby? Are you sure about your facts?
What are you talking about? Are you jealous? You are so envious of us.
No, I am not. The fact is, Tad is in debt. It's not an easy amount to pay back.
Tad in debt? What are you talking about? He is rich enough to have a Tower Mansion.
That Tower Mansion was originally mine.
Oh, yours? What are you talking about?
The restaurant Tad's parents were running for 10 years went bankrupt. I rented out a room in my Tower Mansion because they didn't have a place to live. When we were talking about property distribution, we were going to divide the Tower Mansion to Tad, the house to me, but just before we changed the name of the Tower Mansion, it was discovered that Tad had wasted a ridiculous amount of money.
Extravagance? No way!
Yes, just as you imagined. And he used to embezzle company money to pay for dates and gifts for you. So you are also involved in embezzlement.
Why? I just got what he gave me.
And Tad didn't put any salary into the family budget. He used all the family savings and his parents' money for himself. Of course, that is added to the alimony, and I've already informed his company that the perpetrator of the embezzlement is Tad. I heard he had taken out a significant amount of money to fund his new startup before he was fired. The company will sue him on both criminal and civil charges.
Hey, if you do that, we'll end up with a ridiculous amount of debt.
Well, it depends on the upcoming trial, but it's going to be a huge amount of money. Oh, by the way, on top of this, plus the alimony for the affair against you, it's going to be a lifelong debt for the two of you. That's why your dream of living in the Tower Mansion is unfortunately not going to come true. Sophie, you did such a devious thing to a woman's husband, but what a shame that you couldn't be a rich man's wife.
Such an extraordinary amount of money, and I'm not even working. I thought I could live on his earnings, and I used up my savings.
So, why don't you work for a little bit? You know, I have many connections I could introduce you to.
No thanks. I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
I see. Well, I'm a stranger now, so it's none of my business. Oh, will you tell Tad's parents? Tawaman's rent is fine, but I lent him $51,000 during the bankruptcy process. Could you tell them to refund me on that as soon as possible?
Hey, you've got to be kidding me. Don't add to my debt anymore, please.
It seems there are only two options left for you. You either get angry or cry. Oh yes, one last thing.
There's more? Come on!
In reality, you're the wrong person to get angry with. This is all the result of what Tad and his parents did. So, have you heard that we never had kids?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
For the divorce mediation, I went to the hospital to find out the cause. It turns out I am healthy, but Tad was the one who was the cause of us not having children.
Oh no, it can't be true. We're so deep in debt and we can't even have children? I'm totally out of luck.
Well, I guess you can't be expected to have kids if you're so deep in debt and with Tad's little problem.
Well, that's it, Claire. I'm divorcing Tad. You're a smart girl. You must have a good idea for divorce, right? Yeah, why don't you have an affair with Tad? That way you can leave Tad and add a little to the negative amount of your property division.
What are you talking about? Why should I do that for you? I will make sure you get your payment for taking my husband away from me.
Oh no.
Tad was sued with both criminal and civil charges by the company and owed a tremendous amount of money. To be honest, I knew he wasn't putting any money into the house and that he was spending the family savings, but I didn't know about the money his parents were sending him and the embezzlement until right before the divorce. I thought it was just a small addition to the alimony due to the division of property, but the fact that they brought all this destruction on themselves due to the lawsuit was more than I expected. I'd like to think that he is indeed sorry. Tad was a bit of a slow reader and didn't have much knowledge of how to set up a business in the first place. He was so bad at getting to the point that he even had trouble finding a new job, let alone starting up a business. He is now living in a small apartment with his parents, desperately trying to pay off his debts. Sophie tried to leave Tad, but her in-laws would never forgive her because she was the source of the problem. Even so, they said she fled from the house, almost running away in the night. Sophie's family has been told the whole story, and she is unable to return to her parents' house. They don't know who to turn to or where she is. By the way, for my part, I was able to successfully sign a contract with Tad's company because they were able to fire him and hang the culprits before I could refuse. At my current company, I was promoted thanks to my past performance and this case. It's going to get busier and busier, but I am looking forward to it because I love my job.
Nice to meet you, Sophia. I think it's going to be a short relationship, but pleased to meet you. Sophia, don't ignore me. Richard's wife. Hey. Oh,
Are you Richard's friend? I'm sorry, he never told me about you. Are you from the company? I'm terribly sorry.
Not at all. It's okay. But I'm not his friend. Girlfriend.
Huh? Girlfriend? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about.
You don't understand? Girlfriend?
Well, what do you mean by girlfriend?
A girlfriend is a girlfriend. I'm dating Richard. I'm getting frustrated with your lack of understanding.
Uh-huh. Wait a minute. You know I'm his wife.
Obviously.
I don't think you're the one to lose your temper here. Can you explain to me what a mistress has to do with the wife?
You're saying pretty terrible things. Okay, I'll explain. I was fooled by him at first. Every time I see him, he tells me he loves me, that I am the only one. He even asked me to marry him. I didn't know my favourite Richard had a wife. But he doesn't see me on weekends, even if I ask. It's the same for Christmas and New Year's holidays.
Then you finally realised he's married?
Yes, when I asked him, he said he had a wife named Sophia.
And you didn't feel sorry for yourself and think about breaking up with him?
Huh? How could I think that? You guys should break up. Richard loves me. He tells me that every time we see each other.
You poor thing.
Huh?
He says the same line to me. Maybe he's telling other women too.
What? Anyway, you divorce Richard.
No. I just got married to Richard. I'm not going to divorce him just because you told me to.
You're so sure of yourself.
How long have you guys been dating?
It's been almost a year. I'm thinking of getting him to divorce his wife as a gift for our first anniversary.
I married him about a year ago. Do you really want to marry a man who, at the same time, is having an affair with another woman?
Huh? What a sore loser. If you get married and get cheated on at the same time, it's because you're not attractive. You're frustrated because he cheated on you with a younger woman. Richard doesn't love you. It's ugly that an unloved old woman would cling to a man. Break up now.
Oh my goodness, you're just saying what you want to say.
Well, I'm counting on it. Hey, Sophia. What do you mean you're not divorced yet? Hey, answer me.
So annoying. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? What are you talking about? I told you to divorce him. Why haven't you?
I said it before, didn't I? I'm newly married, and I can't divorce that easily. Are you stupid?
Hey, who's stupid? Richard says he's getting divorced. You just don't want to get divorced. I told you not to cling to him so miserably.
I never hear from Richard about wanting a divorce. Anyway, the wedding is in a month, and your fussing isn't going to get us a divorce.
Huh? Wedding? What's that? A wedding in a month? Yes, that's right.
It's almost ready, so I can't divorce now. If you get it, please just give up.
Rest assured, the wedding will be between me and Richard.
He and I searched the venue together, consulted with the wedding planner, and booked the wedding. You are so brazen to have a wedding instead.
Don't worry about it. You can get divorced without worrying about anything. You're the one who's giving up.
You... Come on.
Cut me some slack. Just because you're registered with him, don't get so high and mighty. Even if you don't get divorced, I'll still be with Richard. I'm being kind telling you that. A couple that's just a formality won't last long. You should break up with him right away for your sake.
Yes. Thank you for your advice. I don't need advice from my husband's cheating partner. Don't contact me again.
How dare you? Hey! Listen! Hey, Sophia! What are you doing, keeping me waiting for a week? I told you to divorce him right away, didn't I?
Oh, I told you not to contact me again, right?
I don't want to contact you either. It's because you're so lazy. How long are you going to keep me waiting?
Right now, Richard and I are talking about you and about the divorce. It's not that easy to come to a conclusion. When to divorce is our business, not yours. You stay out of it.
I'm involved too. Richard is getting divorced for me. If you don't divorce him, I can't marry Richard. It's annoying.
Annoying? How could you say that? Anyway, stay out of the married couple's discussion. If you want to get married, wait until the divorce is finalised.
Married couples discussions. You just want to say married couple. What are you two married couples? Your relationship has been cold from the very beginning. Enough. I'll force you to divorce him.
You can't force that, can you?
I didn't mean to go this far. It's your fault. Because you're not going to divorce him. I'm pregnant with Richard's child.
Do you want to marry him for such a lie?
It's not a lie. Don't you feel sorry for the child not having a father?
Are you really pregnant?
Well, I found out yesterday that I am pregnant with his baby. I'm happy. How about you? You don't have children and you aren't pregnant. Wrong?
Well, I don't have children. Did you hear that from Richard?
You know that my baby and I need him more than you do, right? I just heard about the wedding from Richard. He said the ceremony is going to be just the two of you with no guests. Lovely. Now do you understand? I need Richard and the wedding, not you. Oh, I hope you just give it to me. All you have to do is get divorced. It's that simple, right?
Yes, that might be good. I'll give it to you, Richard and the wedding.
Really? Seriously? I'm so happy. You're not going to say you change your mind, will you?
I'm tired of talking to you. I have no lingering feelings for someone who would have an affair from the beginning of our marriage.
Really? Really? Not only him, but also the wedding? Seriously? Supreme! Generous! Thank you, Sophia. I'm impressed. I promise. I'll be happy for you.
Yes, have a healthy baby and a happy family. Good luck. I'm rooting for you too.
I'm sorry for being so harsh. You're kind and nice.
Not really. If he has a baby, he might change his mind.
Morning, Sophia. Sophia, don't ignore me.
You're making a lot of noise. What do you want?
Do you remember what day it is?
Today? I don't know.
Oh my God, you do remember, don't you? It's me and Richard's wedding day.
Oh, it was today. It's been a month since then. It's fast. Are you preparing for the wedding right now?
Yes, this is a great wedding venue. The costumes are perfect and the atmosphere is great. Richard decided on this place? Or you?
I mostly made the decision, but Richard agreed.
You have good taste.
Nice place, right?
Yes, it's so gorgeous and heavenly. Sorry, you were supposed to be here now, but you don't have to be sad. I'll enjoy it for you.
I'm glad you liked it. It's worth $30,000, isn't it?
$30,000? This place costs that much? Sophia, I'm really sorry. You paid $30,000 for us?
I've changed the billing address to you two.
Huh? Billing?
You're paying the bill.
What are you talking about? You. Weddings are usually paid in advance, right?
So I talked to the planner and got her to change the payment to a later date.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. That's the contract. You should check it.
Wait. $30,000. That's too much. We don't have any guests.
As you mentioned earlier, the ceremony hall itself is new and popular, so it's expensive. I consulted with the planner and chose the best time and day. I asked for the highest ranked albums and videos. You have 5 good photographers who shoot and edit with the best equipment. Lovely, isn't it?
No, I think it's lovely, but... Yes, Richard. He was originally going to be at the ceremony, so he'll pay for it, right?
I don't know. I don't think he has that kind of money.
It's my wedding. He'll pay. I promise.
Shouldn't you talk about it before the ceremony? It's the day and you can't cancel it now, but otherwise you'll regret it later.
Oh my, another sore loser at a time like this. Oh, the planner is calling. Back to the preparations. See you. Hey, Sophia. I got a bill of $30,000. What are you going to do about it? Richard doesn't have that much either. You can't just force me to pay. You made such a ridiculously expensive plan, so pay half.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't see the point of paying for a wedding I didn't even have.
Oh, I can't pay $15,000 even if I split with Richard.
Oh, by the way, the alimony you will pay is set at $10,000. I'll charge you, so pay properly.
What? Even $15,000 is impossible. Where did $10,000 come from? It's too expensive. I won't pay for that.
$10,000 is within the market range.
How much will Richard's alimony be if I am $10,000? Well, $15,000. About $21,000.
I'm sorry you're doing the math, but Richard is a spendthrift. Don't count on him. If you don't work hard, you're going to fall together, okay?
Hey, what? Now you're going to talk bad about him? Richard and I love each other. We'll get over the money problem. You're taking the blame on us because you weren't happy yourself.
He's going to be unemployed soon. Erica, good luck supporting him.
What do you mean by unemployed? What do you mean?
Oh, didn't you hear from Richard? He was having an affair not only with you, but also a woman he worked with. He got fired from his job when they found out. He'll be unemployed when the handover is over.
Seriously?
It seems that the woman he worked with was also married. It's hard to pay alimony.
Wait a minute. I don't know what you mean. The woman he works with? Alimony?
Are you panicking? Yes, I'm afraid I didn't expect a 3-way. The husband of that woman seems to be very angry. I heard that he is charging a lot of alimony. From now on, you're both in debt, but if you love each other that much, it looks okay. Get through it with the power of love.
Wait! I don't know. What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything from him. A woman besides me? He said he loved me, even at the wedding. He said it a lot. Those words were all lies.
Anyway, all you can do is pay in full. Wedding and alimony, You'd better pay early. As I said, Richard is a spender. Will you be paying for him?
Don't tease me like that. I can't afford alimony, let alone a wedding without savings. And what does it mean he's unemployed? He is useless. I won't forgive him.
Even if you find out that Richard is a piece of waste, you still have to pay the ceremony fee and alimony.
Hey, can you forgive me? I'm also paying for the wedding. I didn't plan. So, will you do without alimony? Hey, please.
You don't know anything. You and Richard had the wedding, right? You two deserve to pay.
Well, you set the plan.
You're the one who got married. As for the alimony, you had an affair with Richard, so you deserve to pay that too, right? If you really don't want to.
If I don't,
I can take you to court. It's even worse. I don't really know about trials and it sounds difficult
and scary, you know. Absolutely no. Hey, Sophia, will you forgive me? I'll give you back Richard. I think I did something really wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. Forgive me. Sophia, I'm so sorry. I'll do anything if you forgive me.
No thanks. I don't want to be involved with you or Richard anymore. I'm going to delete your contact information.
Wait a minute, please. I
deleted Erica and Richard's contact information shortly after that. Those two seemed to have gotten into a big fight because of Richard's other woman, and they were on the verge of catastrophe. But while they were doing that, it seems she really got pregnant. They've registered for the baby, and they're living together. Well, it was a predatory marriage after an affair, so it seems that no one around helped them, even their family. That's right. It's hard to give birth, raise an infant, work, and pay off debts. Richard still seems unreliable, and I'm glad she took that plague in. You're a good person, Erica. I'm grateful.
Hello, Lily.
Excuse me, but who are you?
I'm Helen. Didn't Peter tell you?
Oh, you're his mistress, aren't you? Why did you call me? Do you need anything from me?
Are you surprised by my sudden call?
Yes, but...
I'm sorry. I need to tell you something.
What?
Please stop bugging me.
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. When will you divorce Peter? I'm waiting for you.
Oh, about that. I'm fine with divorcing him anytime. Wait, why do you know my number?
When I was checking Peter's phone, I found your number. Lily, I feel sorry for Peter because you're fretful saying you don't want to divorce him. He was having trouble.
You're wrong. Our discussion doesn't go smoothly because of him. He's reluctant to have discussions. I'm having trouble. I can't understand why you want to marry a man who cheats on his wife and avoids discussion.
Don't you think he cheated on you because of your own fault?
What?
Peter complained that you started nagging him right after you two got married. It doesn't matter to me if you have discussions or not, just please divorce him right away.
You know what? I was just following household rules which we'd set when we got married. Did you say this is my own fault? What in the world? Those who cheat on their partner are responsible for everything.
Huh. That's why you get cheated on. Don't you get it? Peter and I were friends when we were little, but we'd grown apart since we started working. But when I met him at your wedding, I realized something was wrong with him. I felt sorry for him, so we started keeping in touch. He's talked to me about a lot of things since then.
Oh, really? I didn't ask how you two met, though.
He seemed to have many complaints about his marriage, you know. So, when I was listening to him, I thought I could make him happier. We started dating about 6 months after your wedding.
What? 6 months?
That's right.
I knew he had been cheating on me, but 6 months is too soon.
That's true, LOL. But Peter seemed happier being with me than with you, LOL.
I see.
I'll be 32 soon, so I want to have children. You would understand that as a woman, wouldn't you? So please divorce him immediately.
Are you okay with it?
Of course I am. Why? Are you trying to not admit your failure?
No, I'm not. Please.
Bye then.
Peter, can we talk now?
What?
I received a call from a woman named Helen.
From Helen?
She asked me to divorce you immediately.
I see. Why does she know your number?
She said she checked your smartphone. Anyway, you want to divorce me, right?
Yes.
I also want to divorce you immediately, so let's talk about it.
If I just have to sign divorce papers, I can do it anytime.
Did you say just sign? You always come back home late at night and ignore me and stay in your room until the morning when I try to discuss our divorce. We're never going to get anywhere with this. We can't get divorced like this. Do you know that?
I mean, if we don't distribute our property and I don't have to pay alimony, I'll sign the papers today.
How can you say such a selfish thing? You're the one who cheated on me, remember? Do you understand the situation?
That's what I don't like about you.
What?
When we were going out, you weren't nagging me like that. You started complaining about things after we got married. It's your fault I cheated on you.
Are you kidding me?
The wife should save the husband's face. A person like you who always complains is the worst as a wife.
I had been nagging you because you broke the agreement that we made when we got married.
Shut up! Can you imagine how I felt every time you nagged at me after I came home from work?
It was your fault, wasn't it? Anyway, I can't let you do whatever you want. We have to talk.
If we're going to talk, no lawyers. Otherwise, I will never discuss it.
Okay. If it's just the two of us, you'll be selfish and we're not going to get anywhere. Then how about asking my friend to take part?
Your friend?
Yes, Miguel. Do you remember? He attended our wedding too.
Well, a friend might be fine. Okay.
That's great. But we can't ask him to come right now, so is it okay to just sign the divorce papers for now and have a discussion later?
Fine.
Helen, I have good news.
Hi, Lily. What is it?
Peter and I got divorced yesterday. We haven't discussed details yet, but I'll charge you alimony.
Oh, really?
Thank you for divorcing him. Peter and I could finally submit a notification of marriage. Oh, you knew?
Because Peter called to tell me how happy he is.
You know what, Lily? I've been dreaming of getting married, having the most gorgeous wedding, and building a new house of my own. Thanks to you divorcing him finally, my dreams are finally coming true. Thank you so much. You're Peter's ex-wife. It's some kind of coincidence that we met. I'll invite you to our wedding, so please come. Wedding? Duh, stop joking. I didn't have anything to do with you, and I don't want to keep in touch with you, so I'll turn that down. That's too bad. We got to know each other, so can we be friends? No, thank you. If you keep saying such unfriendly things, no one will be attracted to you, LOL. By the way, we're going to go look at the house now. We'll borrow your car because we don't have one. What? We haven't even finished talking about the distribution of property. The car is mine. I can't believe you use it without my permission.
But you're alone now, so you don't need it, do you? How about giving it to us as a wedding gift?
Why should I celebrate the marriage of my ex-husband who cheated on me and you who is a stranger to me?
Are you jealous because you got your husband stolen? That's why you're so stingy, LOL.
I'm not jealous at all. I'm saying I don't want you to use my car without my permission. And do you have enough money to buy a house when you'll be charged alimony?
No problem, because Peter will take out a housing loan. Oh, I wanted to ask you to exempt the alimony.
What? Are you serious?
Because you'll be on your own from now, but we have a lot of things to think about. We have to buy furniture and household appliances that match the house and prepare stuff for our future children.
That's not my problem. I'm charging you alimony.
Just like what Peter told me, you're stubborn and persistent.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like we arrived at the house. Well, we're busy, so see you later.
Hey, wait, Helen!
Bye!
Peter, where are you now? I'm getting a cup of coffee at a convenience store nearby. Oh, please come here soon. I'm having a discussion that I don't want to. You could wait a little longer. All right, then please come here as soon as possible. By the way, Lily. What? You're not with a lawyer now, are you? No, I'm not. I'm with my friend. And he's a lawyer, though. He knows the situation already, and he was willing to help me without getting paid, so I didn't hire a lawyer. What? Wait, what's that? About what? Don't play dumb. You didn't tell me that your friend is a lawyer. Huh? Are you serious? During his speech at our wedding, he introduced himself and said that he is a lawyer. Don't you remember? Don't give me that crap. You promised to me that you wouldn't let a lawyer take part, didn't you? What crap? I thought you agreed because you remember who Miguel is. I don't remember your friends. Besides, you're the one who told me to invite my well-educated friends to our wedding because you worried about keeping up appearances. That's why I invited him even though I knew he was busy. Why don't you remember him? I don't remember the past. Well, Peter, please put an end to our discussion. Miguel is a very busy person. Today he canceled an appointment to be here for our discussion, so I want you to come here right away. It doesn't matter to me. You're responsible for everything because you broke our promise. How can you say such a thing even though you've broken our rules over and over? I didn't break the rules because I wanted to. Because you nagged at me without thinking about my feelings. I see. You're saying that was also my fault? I may take this opportunity to tell you clearly. I'll make you pay all the money you have spent while going out with Helen, alimony and money for the car if you take it with you. What? Why do I have to pay you the money I spent while going out with her? Did you ask me why? Do I have to explain such an obvious thing? The credit card that you've been using while going out with her is my family card, which means I paid for everything. Of course I'm going to charge you for it. You cheated on me and spent the money without my permission. Wait, if you go that far, I'll have nothing left. So what? Do you want to ask me not to charge alimony? You say the same thing Helen did. Don't say that it was my fault to be cheated just like she did. No, that's... Oh, some things will be left for you. What? A lovely mistress whose name is Helen, and debt will be there for you. Don't talk rubbish. Are you making fun of me? If it offended you, I'm sorry. Anyway, let your friend Miguel leave. Otherwise, I won't have a discussion. Oh, really? Then I have an idea. What? I'll tell Miguel that you walked away again. No, I didn't walk away. I'm just asking you to make your friend leave. Yes, so not as a friend, but as a lawyer, I will let him charge you alimony, so be prepared. What? Wait a minute. Then, bye, Peter. If you change your mind, come over right away. We can't wait for long.
Lily, you!
Hey, what's up?
I heard from Peter. It's unfair to betray him and let a lawyer take part. He seemed to be hurt.
What are you talking about? Miguel was there as my friend, and Peter had agreed to take a friend to the discussion. I didn't hire him. I asked him to come as a friend, so I didn't betray anyone.
I can't believe you betrayed your husband with such a quibble.
He's my ex-husband. We already got divorced, so we're strangers now.
Do you want to get alimony even if you have to make a foul play?
Yes, because it's the best way to get revenge on the ex-husband who had cheated on me. Isn't it a natural thing to do?
Anyway, it's true that you cheated Peter on this one, so don't charge us alimony. It will cause trouble when we build our house.
Will a man who is unemployed and in debt build a house?
What? Unemployed?
Wait, don't you know?
About what?
Right before we got married, his parents' business was going under and has been in the red. They've been trying to cover the loss by borrowing money in his name, but they couldn't put the company together and ended up in bankruptcy.
What? Bankruptcy?
Peter was also working for his parents' company, so he lost his job and ended up having in debt.
Oh my.
Peter pretended to go to work even after he lost his job, so I found out about his unemployment and debt just a couple of months ago.
No way!
In the beginning, he was looking for a place where he could borrow more money even if he was unemployed so I wouldn't find out, and he was living on a new loan. But he finally became unable to find places to borrow money, and then he started using the money I had saved for our marriage. When I noticed that my saving decreased little by little, I questioned Peter. He confessed.
So, you started nagging him because...
I couldn't let him stay unemployed. I was just saying things regarding unemployment and the settlement of a debt.
Oh no!
The amount of debt is huge, and he's still unemployed if he's not working, isn't he? I think it's impossible to build a house.
Oh, but that's right.
What?
We can go bankrupt to make it a wash. Yes, we can do that.
Bankruptcy? If you do so, to buy a brand new house, you will have to pay all at once in cash.
What? All at once?
Yes. Also, it'll be hard to get a credit card if you go bankrupt.
What? Then it's impossible to build a house.
That's what I've been telling you.
Shut up! Don't talk to me like that!
Huh?
We're friends now, so help me.
Why do I have to help you?
Please help me. We are friends, right? I didn't know anything about his debt and unemployment, so I quit my job to be a housewife. So I'm also unemployed. How should we live our life?
I don't know. You're just my ex-husband's mistress, so I'm not contacting you as a friend. My lawyer, also my friend, will be in touch with you, so please pay alimony properly. Good luck.
Wait, please help me.
Bye. I'm very busy preparing for living alone, so I don't have time to waste. See you.
Wait, Lily, hey!
Goodbye. I got my car back from Helen and Peter thanks to Miguel, a lawyer, and they agreed to pay alimony and all the money they've used on their dates and installments. By the way, Helen and Peter broke up and got divorced within a month. After their divorce, Peter contacted me saying he wanted to get back with me, but of course I said no. It seems now he's a job hopper working part-time and paying debt and alimony.
Karen, it's been so long. How have you been? Annie, it's been a while. I'm doing fine. What's up? Hey, you bought a new coat from the brand new shop near the station, right? I saw you going into the store and buying coats. Yes, a new coat from that popular brand, right? Yeah, it's the limited edition and only those who win the lottery can buy. I'm so jealous. Yes, I entered the lottery and was lucky enough to win one for myself and my husband. What? For you and your husband? Does that mean you have two? That's not fair. I couldn't get one. I don't know what to say. We just won the lottery. If you have two, give one to me. What? How could that be? Come on. The coat definitely looks better on me than it does on you. Please? No, my husband and I were looking forward to it. And you buy coats from all different kinds of brands, right? It doesn't have to be this one. What are you talking about? You're saying it's a limited edition, right? They're not going to be sold in stores. Hey, please. Ever since we were little, you've wanted things that I use and things that I love, and I had to give them away to you because you insist on begging me. But come on. The adults around us also spoiled you by telling me to lend you a little because as soon as I hesitate to give it to you, you would start crying, and you're an adult now. So quit doing that. If you want something, you can buy it yourself, right? That's terrible. That's how you thought of me? I thought we were friends. Stop doing that. I won't give you my coat anyway. Well then. Hey Karen, wait. Karen, can I talk to you now? Sure, what's wrong? A woman who said she was your childhood friend came to our house. Annie? Yes. She said she came to pick up the coat we bought at the store near the station. What? She said you promised to give it to her. Huh? Sorry, Will. I didn't promise that to her. Annie just says what she wants. I can't believe she came to our house. I see. Good. The coat is the one you were so excited about, right? The one you picked out for me too? Yes. I gave it to you the other day. The coat. When I told her that you and I had won the lottery, she said she wanted one of them, but I refused. I thought it was strange. I didn't think you would easily give it to her just because she was a childhood friend since you were so excited about the coat. Well, I didn't open the door, and I said through the door, I don't think my wife promised that. I'll have to check with her, so you'll have to leave for now. But she didn't seem to give up at all, and she stuck around for a while. Really? Sorry for bothering you. It's okay. Well, when she said, "You're trying to tear me and Karen apart," it was so bad that I broke out in a cold sweat. I'm really sorry. Annie has always been like that, and I was at her mercy. I'm really sorry to ruin your day off. You're not the one to apologise. It's worse to take advantage of people's kindness. Karen, you've always been holding yourself back and putting up with it for her since you were little. You're victim enough. It's obviously strange for an adult to want something that belongs to someone else. So it's not your fault. Thank you, Will. I'm sure Annie still thinks she can take advantage of me. Well, it's best to keep a distance between a friend like that. I don't know her well, but maybe she hasn't given up. If she knows where we live, we don't know what she's going to do next. I'm sorry to say this about your childhood friend, but no, you're right. I'm sure Annie hasn't given up yet. She's still going to do something. After I finished talking to Annie through the door, I sneaked out the window to check and saw her standing in front of the house. She must have been standing in front of the house for a few hours after being turned away. I was honestly surprised. She probably waited for me to go out. Oh my. Let's install a security camera just in case. It can be evidence when something happens. I totally agree. A long time ago, once she wanted my precious doll and I didn't want to give it to her, and she had sneaked into my house. My parents found her, but she was still a child at the time, and Annie was crying and lashing out, so I had to give her the doll. Annie will do anything to get what she wants. That's what happened? That's scary. Okay, I'll go buy it right away. Thank you, Will. What are you talking about? You're my wife. I'm here to protect you. I'm not sure I'd be comfortable with just a camera. Shall we double the door locks? Also, the intercom camera is not working, right? Let's fix it too, so you can see the face clearly. Will? But it costs a lot of money, doesn't it? What are you talking about? I'll think about it a little more. See you later. Come home safe. If anything happens, call me right away. Yes, thank you. Just in case, you should take a taxi home today. If you're worried about money, I'll pay for it when you get home. It's okay, I have cash today. Really? Yes, thank you so much. Then be careful. Karen, how have you been? What's up? I have an important report for you today. An important report? I'm going to marry your husband. So I want you to divorce him. What are you talking about? No wonder you're surprised. I'm surprised too. But you know, strike while the iron is hot, right? That's why I want you to get a divorce soon. I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I went to your house the other day thinking it was about time you were satisfied with your new coat and ready to give it to me. I was surprised that your husband, who had been refusing for a long time, finally opened the door. Your husband was chubby when I saw him at your wedding, but now he's so fit and handsome. Well, yeah, my husband has lost 30 kilos since the wedding. I bet he worked hard for me. To be honest, I don't like chubby men that much. I wonder if he had his eyes on me at the wedding. But when I thought that he worked so hard for me to become a handsome guy, I was kind of happy and fell in love right away. Huh? And you think this is my selfish delusion, right? But your husband seems to care about me too. What do you mean? Because your husband said to me, if you don't have the coat yet, I'll give it to you, and handed me a new coat. This means he's already accepted me as his wife, right? I think he doesn't know how to approach women. That's probably why he can only express his love to me in this way. I think it's his own way of showing his love for me. Wait a minute, how can that be showing love? Because he took off his coat in front of me and gave it to me. You don't do that to a woman you don't like, do you? And the coat he gave me was a men's coat. You gave it to your husband, right? He must like me already. He did it to get my attention. He's shy, so he just can't say it clearly. That's why I contacted you. This is for me, your husband, and you. You understand that, don't you? So, give me your husband. You'll give him to me, right? Annie, I've had enough. Can you prove that my husband likes you? I think I'm pregnant with his child. This is proof that he loves me, so get a divorce soon. And for the baby too. Pregnant? You can't be. Enough with the obvious lies. It's true. You won't believe it right away, but I'm not lying. I said enough is enough. Hey, my husband is in Europe on business right now. And yet, how could you be pregnant with my husband's child? Karen, don't be a liar, okay? Because I actually met him. I'm not lying. He's been on a business trip abroad for 4 months. He's never been back for 4 months. You must have had an imaginary pregnancy. And you said he gave you a coat, but he wore it on his business trip. That's why I gave him the coat. His business trip will take at least 6 months, as long as a year. I gave him that coat as a gift so he could stay warm enough and that he wouldn't be embarrassed to wear it there since he doesn't know much about fashion. I was certainly lucky to get my coat too. That doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you. You're so stubborn. I'm only saying I met your husband recently. It's crazy to say he's been on a business trip. And earlier when I said how fit and handsome he had become, you didn't deny it. Don't lie anymore. He lost weight because he was working out for a long business trip. He used to run and go to the gym every day, so he lost a lot of weight. So who the hell gave me the coat? Maybe, Karen, are you cheating? No. You met my husband's younger brother. Brother? Yes. You and my husband talked through the door, right? At that time, my husband, who was worried about your behaviour, asked his brother, who lives near the university, to stay home while I was away at work. And I just got a message from his brother. What does he say? Suddenly, a woman came to the house, a person who claimed to be a close friend of my sister-in-law and brother, and said that she had come to get a coat, but I didn't know anything about it. So when I showed her the cheap coat I had brought, she said, "That's it," and she looked so happy that I gave her the coat. I knew right away that she was the one who was annoying both of you. So what I'm wearing now is a cheap coat? Hey, what am I going to do? I'm going to eat at a fancy restaurant with my friends after this. You're going to make a fool of yourself. Good for you. For what? You got a coat from a handsome guy. You should thank me. What a joke you're talking about. I already bought a bag that fits this coat. What are you going to do for this? I can't help it if you say that to me. I may have told you before, but you wanting everything from other people is insane. You should rethink your habit. I can't take this anymore. I don't want to see your face for the rest of my life. So don't contact me again. Hey, Karen. You told my parents everything. What did you do? What? You told my parents everything that happened. They even passed along false stories about my pregnancy, which led to my parents misunderstanding me and telling me I had mental illness. No matter how much I try to explain that it's a mistake, they don't believe me at all. And eventually, they're going to send me to a relative's house for medical treatment. Oh, isn't that better? Huh? That's better for you. What are you talking about? You said something to them. That's right. I showed them the security camera I installed in my house that shows you every day and convinced them that it might be better for you to have medical care. Because you've been wandering around in front of my house for 4 months, and at one point you've even tried to get in, right? I told them it must be because you have some kind of mental illness. I'm sure Annie herself would deny it, but these illnesses are often unnoticed by the patient. What? Also, my brother's husband accompanied me to testify, and your parents believed it so easily. That's a lie. Your parents apologized to us for bothering us. As a childhood friend, I told them I was really worried, and they were in tears. Your mother was shocked, saying you used to be a friendly daughter and was so proud of you. Karen! What? I'm really sorry. I'm going to apologize for everything, so tell my parents I'm normal. Otherwise, I'd really be taken to the countryside. Me and you, right? Please, Karen. I apologize for everything about the coat and your husband. I couldn't stand that you had something better than me. You used to give me everything I wanted right away, but you wouldn't give me the coat at all, so I got fired up. I'm really sorry. Are you really willing to apologize? Huh? Can't stand me having better things? I gave you everything. Come on. Ever since we were little, every time you begged me, I hated it. My favourite toys and the dolls I loved, everything was taken by you. Not if you cared for it, but you threw it away as soon as you got tired of it. I knew it. I'm sorry, Karen. I didn't know you were so bothered. Annie, you're insane. You need to get treatment. Don't say that. Wait a minute, Karen. I hope you go to the countryside and be decent. I'll never see you again. Karen, please. Don't abandon me. Karen. Annie was then sent to a country town where her relatives live, and she's said to be living with relatives who are more strict than Annie's parents, monitoring her behaviour to make sure nothing happens to her. She's also had her phone taken away and is apparently not allowed to call or contact anyone without permission.
Of course, I never hear from her, and since there is no train service in the country town, she has to ask her relatives to drive her to the station. But Annie's parents told me that wherever she goes, one of her relatives had to stay with her in case something happened. Her parents told me not to contact Annie as much as possible because if they didn't go that far, Annie's illness wouldn't be cured. Of course, I won't contact her. My husband's brother didn't get the coat back from Annie after all, so we tried to give him a new coat. But he didn't wear a coat very often and he didn't think it suited him, so he said it's okay and politely refused. By the way, the photos that Will sends me every day show the gorgeous streets of Europe and Will wearing the coat I gave him.